Good appropriate time of the day to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this whole thing around us is LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And how are you doing on this later than usual morning? I am doing pretty well. It's a sunny day outside. It's, you know, pretty good. It seems to be a pretty good day, even if I am running later than I should be. So yeah, there we go. Not bothering to post on Discord. Yeah, I can just press enter, and there it is, right there, because I have forgotten that I have not pressed enter on Discord when I had it all written up and everything. Ah, there we go. Thank you for reminding me. I really should have done that, but never mind. Hey, how you doing? I hope you're okay. Uh, I got nothing exciting to say. Oh no, I don't have anything exciting to say, but I've just remembered that I'm possibly getting packages today, which means I'll have to interrupt. Alas, Tiabata and Shards of God. Yes, this is not a demo, this Shards of God. It is a shorter game that was released on itch, and it's a point-and-click game made in the Adventure Game Engine. Or, it's not called the Adventure Game Engine, is it? It's called the Adventure Game System? AGS? Maybe it's not System? I can't remember what it's called. It's AGS. Never mind. And yeah, so I thought, why not have a look at this today? Seeing as, I have thousands and thousands of other games in my backlog, why not look at one that I haven't looked at before at all? And, hope that it works in any way, shape, or form. So, without further ado, let us turn on the desktop audio so you can hear it. Go on over, and I'm going to have to wait a minute because. Yes, it is working. Excellent. There we go. Alright, I haven't even tried this. I don't know. Let's click the new game and see if I can point and click my way through this couple hour game. God Emperor Mun has ruled over the nation for millennia. None dare challenge the immortal's power. Except me, possibly, as other protagonist? Only the Sisters Vigil are privy to the Emperor's secrets. When the divine ruler calls, the Sisters answer. They listen, they observe, they ask questions, they solve problems. Ah, they're protagonists. Oh, I wasn't expecting technology. Small and tiny as it is. But there we go. Vigilant Mother Superior. Vigilant Sister Inferior. This is Sister Ava in training. And you must be Judge Marius? Ah, alas, the judge is currently indisposed. I'm Xavian, Imperial Scholar, Keeper of Knowledge, Archivist of Ancient... Our matter is urgent, Master Xavian. Certainly, when His Holiness calls, the sisters must come running. And may I inquire? You may not. Understood. Well, I'm here to assist you if you wish to pursue the Imperial Library. It has been a pleasure. In we go. Don't worry, she's always like this. Ooh, automatic doors. Are we in a lift? Yep. We're going up. So rather than the landing pad being on the tallest part of the building, where you can't crash into things, here we come. Ava. Yes, Mother Tiabata? You've been preparing for this moment, yes? Beyond this door lies Mun Chambers. Now, before we enter... I'm prepared, Mother Tiabata. I've recited the prayers, visited the vow, revised the vows. Yes, yes. Look, Ava, the Emperor... May his grace forever shine upon us. May not exactly be what you expect. Oh, do not worry, Mother Superior. I'm strong in the faith. Yes, that's the problem. Oh well, you will process it one way or another. Process what, Mother Tiabata? Always preferred showing over telling. Follow me, Ava. Is it a party alien? Come down to rock out with us who keeps on going dude all the time and eat pizza? Oh, you're a robot. You're not like us, Your Highness. How before thee, O one, bringer of light. Hello? Anybody in there? Conqueror of... I said, is anybody in there? Mother Tiabata. Looks like I will have to open it myself then. Are we engineers? Open what? Oh, it needs a organic component. What? Oh my. Whoa! We have a problem on our hands, Ava. Ava? Take your time. Many deep breaths later. So the God Emperor Mun, holiest of holy, he whose light illuminates the darkest of souls, is a suit? That's somewhat reductive. Mun is a dynasty. Dynasty which decided a long time ago to become a god. By wearing a suit, still reductive, but I'll grant it. People in the suit might change with passing generations, but Mun lives on. He doesn't seem very alive now. Alright. I don't think it matters who the dead man on the floor is. I think who knows about this is the most important thing to begin with. Who knows? Me, most of your other sisters of Vigil. And that's it. That's it. To everyone else, the good Emperor has been the same entity for millennia. Okay, do we know how the suit works? And the suit? A marvel of technology. It maintains all life functions. Most Emperors can barely walk by themselves. Everything is provided for them by the suit. And it is virtually impenetrable. Only the Emperor and the Sisters of Vigil can open it. Oh yes, you opened the suit. What sorcery was that? Not sorcery, technology. The Amulet of Vigil we carry has many perks. No door stays closed to the Vigilant Sisters. Including the door into the God Emperor? Yes, but other than that, you could fire the nation's most advanced weapons at this suit. And it would barely leave a dent. I mean, who was the dead man on the floor? Doesn't matter, it was Mun, for all intents and purposes. When do you select a Mun? When they're young and still growing? Or when they're older and wiser? Does part of their personality influence Mun, or are they completely overwritten? So who was this man? Appearances would make it seem that we are looking at the latest incarnation of the God Emperor. So he summoned us before his death? Alas no, the suit has a security system. The Emperor's life is a warning, and stress call is sent to the Vigilant Sisters. That's why we are here. We wouldn't want someone else to find him who smites all evil in this state, would we? Okay. It looks like the Emperor has been shot or stabbed or something. So either they were shot or stabbed and were able to get in, although there's no blood around on the floor, so that doesn't seem likely. Or they were killed while they were in there, so somebody else can open the Emperor's suit? Maybe? Anyway, who will be the new Emperor? I think I did it. I mean, I am instantly suspicious of Sisters of Vigil, so yes, possibly. I mean, it could have been me. If Mun is a dynasty, then where are the other Muns? Who becomes the Emperor now? To my knowledge, the latest Mun has no direct descendants. But there are protocols in place for such cases. Secret heirs in secret locations. Once we report back to the Order, the Elder Mothers will know what to do. Let's do that then. Report to the Order. No. Not before we have some answers. Situation. Nothing like this has ever happened before. And I'm not letting anyone make a mess of things before I've had time to think. Don't worry, I will make a mess of things for you. So for the time being, nobody, and I mean nobody, must know about what happened here. Yes, Mother Superior. So what do we do now? Well, this is a very unusual scenario. Very, very unusual. I need to think. Meanwhile, be a good vigilant sister and observe, will you? Examine the suit and the body too. Just let me think. The body? So peculiar. Blood? The plates? Mother Tiabata? So peculiar. She's not listening. Use the left mouse button to interact and the right mouse button to examine. Access items in the inventory by moving the cursor to the top of the screen. Whee! Oh, Amulet of Vigil. Amulet of Vigil. It can open any lock. It's also a communication device. Alright, then we should use it to immediately ignore Mother Tiabata's advice and contact the Order instead. Alright. Empty space? This doesn't look right, so there should be a plate there. Really? There are 3 plates on the left. Oh, right, and only 2 on the right. I hadn't observed that. I hadn't looked over to the right yet. Either a plate is missing, one's Imperial decorator has no sense of symmetry. I thought the one at the top and the one at the bottom was great. Ah, finally, the Acolyte showed some observation skills. I mean, I didn't look at the body at all, but Mother Tiabata, you act as if this is the most important thing we have seen today. It may well be, Ava. It may well be. So somebody came and stole someone? It's a decorative plate with one's face on it. Oh yeah, I was just thinking, hey, maybe it was the Emperor who was here, his face was on here and it was stolen. But no, of course not. If they're all Mun, then the only face that would ever be there is Mun. Decorative plate with Mun's face on it. Just checking I didn't miss anything else. No, okay, we got fruit. Ganath fruit. They say it's very nutritious. Well, I'll take one, thank you. I haven't eaten in some time. Mustn't disturb the scene of the crime, Ava. Oh, but I want some fruit. If you crave fruit, pay a visit to the local farms. Yes, Mother Superior. Decorative bowl. Beautifully crafted. This must be the creature known as Ganath. Can't wait to see one in the flesh. Wait, but they're Ganath fruit. Right? So, does fruit grow on the Ganath? Or are we killing Ganath so that we can harvest like their testicles and calling it fruit? Fellows? They look very comfortable. Oh! They look very comfortable. I think it's supposed to be another Ganath. I don't know why that flipped over. I have to say it looks rather pathetic compared to the other one. Yeah. What else do we see? Perhaps the killer climbed in and out through the balcony. If I can't go through the door. Yep. Highly doubtful. This is the tallest and best guarded tower in the whole nation. Yes, it is a possibility, I suppose. They could have flown. We know we got flying machines because we saw one land. But maybe they got jetpacks so they can go up. It's a beautiful vase. As vigilant as I try to be, I see no relation to the Emperor's murder. Right, the curtains. No? It's a decorative plate with one's face on it. It's a decorative plate with one's face on it. It's a decorative plate with one's face on it. A plant? Is that a Ganath plant? Way here, they grow those... Way here, those grow nothing to do with the dead Emperor though. Okay. I'm going to try that again. A Ganath plant, probably irrelevant to what happened here. But I wanted to know how they grew. Very mediocre looking flower pot. I'd expect something fancier in the Emperor's chambers. I mean, does the Emperor care if they're a suit who subsumes the personality of the Emperor? But beautifully crafted. It's a Ganath. We've got a Ganath. Right, I don't understand. Double A. Double A. Alright, so we've got a... So we've got a creature called a Ganath, and a tree called a Ganath, and a fruit which we call a Ganath. Yeah, thanks for making this game not confusing when we're, trying to solve this murder. Alright. I've delayed it long enough. Oh, I can look at this vase. Not the best vase I've ever seen. Just like the flower pot, not exactly fit for a god. How would you know? Maybe God likes simple things. Alright, now I've definitely delayed it long enough. Let's look at the Emperor. Body. We're not touching the body. Alright, then we'll look at the wound. Oh, maybe I should have right-clicked on it. He looks young for a god. I mean... And yeah, I'm purposely clicking down there. He's been stabbed in the chest with something. Perhaps a knife? Can I dig around in the wound? I'm not going to touch it. Just looking at it makes me queasy. I wanted you to plunge your hand in, see if you could find like a bullet. Maybe we don't know about bullets. Can I just click outside? No, I have to click on the X. Well, I can't see anything else to look at. I mean, the body, the wound, maybe the face. Commit it to memory, but alright. We got blood on the inside of the suit. I mean, the fact that it is there on the inside would make me think that something burst out. So we're looking at a xenomorph situation, or something like that. Alright. I mean, there's blood. Let's look at the metal bars. What is this? A latch? It is a twin steel rod. But what does it do? While the lid closes, the rod rotates to fit into the two holes on the suit's main part. Then literally wraps itself around the insides of the suit and welds itself to, only to be separated again when the Emperor, and nobody but the Emperor, chooses. So it's a latch. Yes, Ava, it's a latch. Alright. So we opened this. That's the metal bar that we're looking at. Well, there's blood on the inside, so he was killed while he was in there. There's blood on the inside of the lid. I don't want to touch it. We might have to check how viscous it is. So when they died. I guess if it's life support systems, I don't know if the life support systems would interfere with that. Alright. Can I... I don't need to do anything with it, just examine it. I mean, you could have stepped inside and become the new Emperor God. Right, we wouldn't want to contaminate the crime scene. I mean, you wouldn't want to contaminate the crime scene. I, the murderer, would in fact want to do that. I will admire the view later. I mean, can I now look at the Emperor again and go... I'm not going to touch it, no. Just looking at it makes you queasy. Stabbed in the chest with something. Perhaps a knife. Yeah, I mean... I don't exactly want to put two and two together, but he was stabbed with something. There's blood here. I mean, none of these look necessarily bloody, so... I mean, can I use the amulet on the suit? That would accomplish nothing. I mean, if I look at this, can I now use it? Because it looks like there's a hole right there. Nope. What would be the point of that? I don't see how putting that on the rod would reconstruct the murder. I mean, I don't see how it would reconstruct the murder either, but I don't know... No! No! What? How? Why? Alright, I've looked at things. I can't find anything else to look at. I mean, is this statue? I think it's supposed to be another Ganath. That's rather pathetic. Well, let's go over there. Even if I wanted to take something from the Emperor's chamber, that would be a pretty poor choice. Well, I wanted you to go over and touch it and examine it and see if, like, there was a thing there which shot the Emperor when it stepped outside. I don't know. Alright, Mother Tiabata. Another Tiabata? Have you finished, Ava? Yeah, I think so. I don't know what else to examine. I've examined the room as you suggested, Mother Tiabata. And? You've stabbed in the chest with a sharp object. There's a plate missing from the wall. Don't see what bearing this has on anything, but anything may be of importance. There's a decorative plate missing from the wall. I mean, you know that because you said, oh, yes, the missing plate. But why would anybody kill a god to steal a plate? Strange, isn't it? This is what intrigues me. It doesn't fit. This plate just broke at some point and never got replaced? Yeah, we should ask somebody. Just double check. Or his external light didn't care much about symmetry? Perhaps. Alright. The victim was stabbed while in the suit. There's blood on the inside of the suit's lid. I mean, that's not exactly true. He must have got there when the Emperor's chest was pierced. No! That doesn't make sense. Which means that he was indeed killed while inside the suit. Good job. Even if the suit could be penetrated, that would surely leave a mark. Exactly. You see now why this is so interesting? No, I mean, interesting is one way of putting it. Right, I mean, no. You could have opened the suit, stabbed him, pulled the thing out, closed the suit, and then the blood could have sprayed from the wound in his chest onto the thing. I mean, I don't think that's likely, because there is no blood anywhere else in the room. So it seemed to have been all contained in the suit. But then again, we're looking at an adventure game, and there are no pools of blood on the floor from where we're standing. It'd topple out in a bloody mess. So I guess we just have to accept that that is what happened here. I mean, we don't know which direction it came from. We haven't examined the back of the body. So we don't know if it was stabbed in the back. Maybe there's a hole in the back of the suit that we haven't seen. Maybe the Emperor God Mun wanted out of this life and instructed the suit to kill them. Maybe the suit and the person weren't getting along and the suit killed the Emperor? I mean, maybe there is some technology which can phase through metal or through the God King's thing and stab directly into the chest while not harming the metal at all? I don't know. It could be anything. We don't know what we're looking for here. Anyway, he was stabbed in the chest with a sharp object. I'm no medicine woman, but it seems the man, Mun, was stabbed in the chest with something sharp. A knife? Yes, it would appear so. I really don't see that, because that's a circular wound. And I've very rarely seen circular knives, but hey, alright. There is no murder weapon. And nothing that could have been used to kill this man. Not in the way he was killed, anyway. No weapon then. No murder weapon then. Noted. Anyway, we indeed have a mystery on our hands, Acolyte. The mystery of the closed suit. So what do we do now? When you publish books, don't call it that. Simple. To unravel how a crime could have been committed, we have to recreate it. Recreate it. So you want me to get in there? Something you said. Explore the city and find out by what means the murder could have been committed. Then demonstrate it to me. That's an hour ago. I thought Mun was a god. And I learned it was a man. And that he is dead. Murdered. Now I have to find a way to kill him? Know them in the deep end is what I always say. What are you gonna do? Well, I'm going out and solving the murder. And a circular spoon, a knife? No. A circular knife is a circular knife. Or, I guess it's more accurately, a pole. Yeah, which goes to a sharp point. So a spear of some description. A spoon is a spoon. Anyway, what will you be doing? Apologies, Mother Superior, but what will you do? I mean, guard the place. You seem much better suited for this task. I will observe from a distance and think, this situation is most peculiar, I know. She has some cheek. I mean, this situation is most peculiar. I mean, presumably it is the first time this has ever happened. I mean, maybe we could contact the other people and see if they, in fact, have ever had a god killing before. Check the records. Hey, has Mun ever died? Anyway, where should I start? Where should I start? I've never been to the Imperial City. Find that scholar man, Xavier. I believe he said he would be at the library. He should help you find your way around. I will be on my way then. Yes, yes, off you go. And if I... Plate. Why the plate? Maybe... No, that's not possible. And she's not listening again. When do your bosses ever listen to you? Except, you know, when you say, hey, well done, boss. I praise you for your thing, even if they didn't do it. Alright, can we look out the balcony now? But I want to look outside the balcony to see if it's possible for somebody to have shot a knife. No, because the knife... Because they would have had to remove the knife as well. Okay, so they definitely came in here somehow. They could have, if it came in through the window. I expect somebody would have said something, you know, if we had said, hey, somebody jetpacked up to the balcony of our god, went inside, and then left again a moment ago. I'm sure they would have mentioned that. Alright, time to exit. Please note, current version of the game has no autosave function. Okay. Save your progress, use the icon in the inventory bar, one that appears when you move your cursor to the top of the screen, and save manually. Old school! I mean... Okay, so I can go up to Moon's Chambers, and I can go down to the library. Here we are. Testing, testing. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, the Tiabata? Where are you? How are you speaking to me? Through the stone that you know that you said. Anyway, your amulet, acolyte. I said it has many perks. So it's a communication device. Not only that, it allows me to see what you see. Hear what you hear. This feels a little invasive, yet practical. This way you can be my eyes and ears, Ava. I notice people tend to be a little tense when I address them. I wonder why that is. Anyway, I will contact you in due time. Proceed with your investigation. I mean... Greetings, Vigilant Sister. Pardon me for asking, but who are you just talking to? I mean, I was going to say, they're not going to be any less tense when I'm talking to myself. Ah, Master Xavier, was it? At your service. I was just talking to myself. I do that all the time. I'm not even lying. And now I said that out loud as well. Do not fret, sister. I understand the burden of a restless mind. All the thoughts. They just want out, do they not? I suppose. Anyway, it's good I ran into you. Oh, the superior said you can help me with my find my bearings. Certainly, ask away. Alright. One is not so gauche as Dimensions one. Jetpack. Gauche. Sorry, not gauche. Gauche. One is not so gauche as Dimensions one jetpack. I mean... Oh, my jetpack? You don't have one? Oh, they're all the rage in France this time of year, you know? Anyway, what places are there to visit here? I am just here on a sightseeing tour. I am not investigating the death of Emperor Mun, the God King. I mean, if you're Emperor Mun, do you really need to call yourself a god as well? Or if he's just calling yourself a god enough and you don't need to call yourself Emperor? Anyway, what places are there to visit? Can you please help me find my way around the city? But of course! As you know, this is the Imperial Library. It stores many scrolls of the ancient wisdom and also the Emperor's decrees. Then there are the Gnar farms. They are a natural marvel to behold. Why was that question mark? Anyway, see, the Gnar are large creatures who live in the desert. Only they are able to extract resources from the ground. So the only place where we're able to grow anything is on their skin. Ah, so I was right. There is a temple, a place devoted to honouring the great Mun. And finally, the Forge. We use the nation's most advanced technology to produce machinery and weaponry there. Tell me about the Emperor's decrees. You mentioned the Emperor's decrees. Yes, you'll find them on the wall right here, to your right hand. The Emperor's latest wishes and rulings are displayed there for all to see. Alright. Tell me about the Emperor's close circle. As omnipotent as Mun is, may his light forever illuminate our paths. Yes, yes. He must have had his people, no? Somebody who is, so to speak, second in command? Certainly, I pride myself to be one of those people. As the Imperial Scholar, my duty is to obtain and preserve knowledge. Then there is Radina. You'll find her at the Ganaf Farms. Next is Marius, the judge. As I relay when we first met, he is currently indisposed. How? But he will surely soon be back to preside over any legal matters you may have. I've got a doozy of a legal matter for him. And Catullus is the head priest. You'll find him in the temple. And finally, Rotulus, the general. As his title would suggest, he is in charge of military matters. No. His title suggests that it's in charge of things. Generally. Anyway, what do you think of the Emperor? What is your view of the supreme ruler, Master Hazavian? Honoured be the ground he walks upon. Does he actually walk? Admire the ancient wisdom an eternal being such as him must possess. It is true that he has been showing some more expansive tendencies lately. Who am I to question the intentions of a god? Doesn't seem very happy with his god. Huh? Only you can hear me, Ava. Don't give it away. Understood. I'm glad you understand. Anything else? Tell me about the Emperor's decrees again. I don't want to repeat. I would like to know more about the ones that he just made and that are expansive. Are you talking about how he is making wide-ranging changes, or are you talking about how he wishes to expand the nation? You mentioned the Emperor's decrees. Yes, you'll find them. Okay, so the same stuff. Right, and Judge Marius, you mentioned the judge is indisposed. How exactly? He's on the crapper. Ha! Straight to the point. A vigilant sister indeed. To be frank, I am not sure myself. Important legal matter, perhaps? I'm sure he will tell you himself when you finally meet him. Alright, that will be all for now, thank you. Thank you, Master Xavier, that will be all for now. May Mun shine his light upon you, vigilant sister. I mean, if he had a torch in his hand, maybe. Ugh. So, can Mun move? That is the first question. I didn't really see anything that looked like legs. And if it always stood there in, like, the place, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Alright, well, let's look at the scrolls to begin with. The archives of the Imperial Library are truly vast. I guess these are the decrees of the new ones, because, I mean, I guess they're kind of near my right hand, but it depends which way. Oh, we've got a vault as well. Depends which way I was facing. So let's have a look at these and see what he's decreeing. A decree of Mun. This must be from several years ago. In divine benevolence, Mun reduces farmers' daily working hours from 14 to 13. Generous. From 2 years ago, daily recitation of the prayers to be extended. Also, farmers who have attended the prayer for 7 consecutive days get 1 extra free hour in that week. Now he's really spoiling them. You can be a being which people call God and still be a complete dick. Last year, I think? Taxes reduced for literate members of the population, as they disproportionately contribute to the nation's intellect. Huh. People who are not literate, those are being mostly farmers, will compensate for said reduction. Ow! So, nice to farmers, bad to farmers. Are we going to continue going down the bad to farmers route? I mean, that instantly puts that Ganath farmer person in the spotlight. Production to be significantly increased in the forge. Okay, that's different. Matters of national defence, apparently. Okay. I mean, if these are all you've made over 2 years, then what else do you do, Mun? I make my decree of, the 4-month period. And then I go back to just sitting in my room and eating all the fruits. Travel between the nation and the lands beyond is to be limited. Okay. Special permit is to be required to venture beyond the nation's borders. Those who do not obey will not be welcome back. So you can leave, you can check out any time you want, but you can never leave. An infinite number of farmers are to be excused from their duties. Aha, good for them, but why? As they are to be drafted to strengthen the defences of the nation's outskirts. Well, fuck. That's what you mean expansionistic. Alright, okay. So you're getting more military, lol. So maybe the general found out and you have to... Maybe the general... Excuse me. Maybe the general found out that you were a man and not a god? Was blackmailing you, maybe? Oh, I mean... That doesn't make any sense. Because you could just kill the general outright. I mean, if you are the god, you call in a bunch of guards into your place. You say, I wish to see all the guards for some reason. Then you call the general in, and then you just say, kill the general. Do it now, your god commands. And people will probably obey if they're used to obeying you. They won't even question it. Alright, well that's interesting. Anyway, we've got a lamp. Let's take a closer look at a lamp. Alright. Suspicious lever-shaped lamp holder. And a bulb. Silicon bulb. It's very light. Alright, well let's take it. Try to take it out, but it's held up by the screws. Alright, then let's remove the screws, eh? Holds the bulb in. Screw it in tight. Well, presumably... I wonder if these bulbs are like an always-on thing and they don't need electricity supplied to them. So I'll need this later in order to look in a dark place. Screw it in tight. Take some sort of tool to loosen it. Hands. Hands are a type of tool. I wonder. I mean, I have heard of ancient things in ancient libraries. It's worth a try. I mean, I can hear some hidden mechanism, but what are it supposed to trigger? It's not triggering. Okay. What about you? Yeah, nothing happens. Maybe I need to do it in a particular order. Still nothing. I mean, it's obviously this door here, but hey. Alright, well, we found an engraving. Another image of Mun. He truly is omnipresent. Okay, vast scrolls. A vase. Yet another decorative piece of pottery with Mun's face on it. Oh, I suppose that might be eyes down there. Yeah, alright. Reminds me of the missing plate from the Emperor's chamber. Why aren't you asking him about the missing plate? Or at the very least, hey, when it was in Mun's chamber, he had 3 on one side and 2 on the other. Is that usual? Is he missing something? Also, we got the vault. Looks important. I wonder what is stored in there. I don't know. Let's just randomly pull it open. Present, I see no reason to try and open it. You're investigating a murder where a god king has died. I see a reason. Alright, Xavier. That will be all for now, I guess. May one shine his light upon you, vigilant sister. Alright, let's go elsewhere then. Exit. Ah, now we got other places. The forge, the library, the farms, the temple, and Mun's chambers. Alright, well, we're going to the farms, first of all, and then we'll save when we get there. Ah! I mean... That's a thing. Is that save? I assume it is. Yes. Oh, old school. There we go. I mean, we're not at an old school. I guess that would be the temple still. Alright, we've got pottery. That's some impressive craftsmanship. Who made this was good at what they do. Why isn't it in the God King's place then? Oh, farming equipment. Farming tools probably. Looks like a hose. I'm assuming since there are tools, and this is a farm. I mean, brilliant deduction, Ava. I mean, Ganath fruit. This nutritious treat only grows directly on the skin of a Ganath. A Ganath tree. Well, like the one I saw in Mun's chamber, but this one is fully grown. It wouldn't survive here for long without these plants. They have so many uses. They produce food. I mean, maybe you can cut them down and burn them, but if they're the only thing around here that we can eat, aside from the Ganath, then I don't know. Got anything else? Let's wander over here. Oh, there's a Ganath in the distance. Magnificent creatures. A knife? Knife stuck in a Ganath fruit. No one's over? Well, what if this was a murder weapon, Mother Superior? No, it's a stretch, but this here must be Lady Radna, the chief agriculturist Master Xavier spoke of. Next out, a very important, powerful person. One of the very few who had access to the Imperial Palace. This happens to own a knife, which would match the Emperor's wound rather well. I mean, yes, it is a stretch. Could have seen that coming. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. You're right that the knife matches the wound. So I say follow your hunch, Ava. There's of course still the question piercing the suit. The knife could be a place to start. So I may be right. I mean, it could be all of them together. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Right, I mean, everyone's going to have a knife in this sort of a society, I would expect. I mean, you're going to need it for preparing your meals. But still. Look, I want to go and talk to the farmer first of all, before I talk to Redina. Hello, farmer. Must be a local farmer. He looks tired but happy. Really? He looks zonked out to me. Does working on a Ganath have hallucinogenic properties? Ah! Funny hat. It's called a coif. Apologies. Funny coif. Not that funny if you have to wear it all day in this climate. I can imagine. Anyway, you must be one of them nuns. What'd you call them? Ava, a sister of Vigil. Pleased to meet you, sir. Flint. I am, how you say, of the agricultural creed. You're a farmer. Yeah, that. Love your pottery collection, mate. I say I've been admiring your pottery collection. Thank you, miss. Wish I had more time to work on these. Oh, you make them? Oh, that's impressive. So a farmer and a potter. All kinds of crafts, miss. Nothing like working with your hands. So, about the farms. This must be the strangest farm I've ever seen. This must be about the only farm you've ever seen. Takes some getting used to, eh? You gotta love the Ganath. Ever since I first saw one, I wanted to become a farmer. You became a farmer? I thought people are born into it. That's how it goes these days. Not a good deal for anyone if you ask me. Makes me wonder if things weren't better before. Before? You know, before Mun. That's blasphemy. Might be. Might be. It's true though. First of all, that was eons ago. We're talking the dawn of humankind here, before history. Depends. Second, everybody knows it was a time of barbarity and chaos. Everybody knows. They call them vigilant. Let me tell you, miss, if you hear the words, everybody knows, you can bet something really stupid is coming next. I like it. You don't have to believe me. Ever heard of Hippocles? The lost writings of Hippocles? Oh, lost, just hidden away. If you manage to get your hands on those, you will see for yourself. Noted. Well, let's change the subject before we both get in trouble. Apologies, I have to be on my way. Sure, see you around, miss. Now that you've told me about this blasphemous material and your horrible, horrible mun-hating ways, then, you know, I need to leave immediately. Aspirant sure is a talented craftsman. Indeed. I just wondered if there was like a thing on there. If you have read the work of Hippocles? That person, then perhaps you read them in the library and you operated it by pulling on the levers in a particular order, and maybe you carved that order into your pots so that you didn't forget and people who knew what they were looking for could look at one of your pots and find out. Maybe? Anyway, let's look at the knife again. Could this really be the knife that pierced Mun's chest? I mean, I should ask Regina about it. I mean, what are you going to ask her? Hey, did you kill the Emperor God King Mun with that knife? Excuse me. Can I pick it up? I speak to Regina before I start taking her things. No, you shouldn't. This must be Regina. She runs the Ganath farms. Is she covered in Ganath skins? She seems angry, or maybe just suspicious of outsiders. In any case, there's something hostile about her. I mean, you do realise that you're saying all of this out loud because we can see your mouth moving, right? Magnificent creatures. Yeah. I mean, maybe that is how I should start doing things. Maybe next time I need to, you know, do something. I should walk up to someone and stand before them and go, I needed to borrow this person's pen, but I wasn't sure how to go out asking for it. Perhaps I should try flattery first. Anyway, good day to you. I said good day to you. You must be Lady Regina. Don't mean to disturb, but... Yes... Excuse me? Yes, the name's Regina. And you are? Oh, Ava. Pleased to make your acquaintance. A vigilant nun, huh? We prefer sister. See, nuns are cloistered, while sisters... What is your business here, sister? Remember, everything you do here is confidential, Ava. I know. You know what? Sigh. Oh, nothing. You know nothing. Yeah, well, yes, actually. Maybe you can help me with that. It's my first time visiting the city, and I wish to, you know, get to know things about the city, and the Emperor Mun, may his light shine upon you. I met Plint. Plint's amazing. Tell me about Plint. Farmer, Master Plint. Oh, not again. What has he done this time? Nothing. Second thought, don't tell me. I have no patience for petty problems anymore. Just leave the man alone, will you? I didn't. Look, nun, he doesn't know what he's saying. Oh, because he's, yeah. You cannot blaspheme if you're not right in the head. Yeah, he didn't look right in the head, I must say. Won't hear any more of it. But I wasn't. Enough! Flint is under my protection. Make your peace with it. I will make my peace with it then, whatever it is. Seems a customer to complain about the farmer's manners. Why would she protect him, I wonder? I was gonna say, hey, he's a bloody great craftsman. But, you know, if you want to instantly leap to the horribleness... Alright, is this your knife? Apologies. Is this your knife? It was my knife. Till some poor soul decided to borrow it. And cut an unripe ganath fruit with it. Now it's ruined. How is it ruined? Why would the knife be ruined? By Mun, you really know nothing. Unripe ganath juice is a powerful adhesive. Knife is no use to me now. Ah. Can I take the knife? So if the knife is ruined, then you wouldn't mind if I took it. I mean, you can't take it. Strange request. Why does the knife interest you so much anyway, Nun? I think I can get it unstuck. I think I can make it useful again. I think I might be able to get it unstuck. Ha! Good luck with that. So I can take it. Fine, it's yours. As I said, it's no use to me anymore. I wanted to ask you about... No, that'll be it for now. I wanted to ask you about how it was borrowed as well. I don't think I should give that one. I wanted to ask her about it. Never mind, let's look at the knife. Its radiant snap is glued to an unripe ganath fruit. Alright, okay. Hey, Radina. Not nuns or of the quite contemplative sort. You talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Tell me about ganath. What are they? I mean... Ah, the ganath. Aren't they majestic? Trunks reach deep into the soil. They built grand palaces and ships and terrifying weapons. But we still can't get sustenance from this dry land. Ganath can. Makes their skin woven fertile. So take advantage of that and grow our food on their back. In a way, we are parasites. Indeed. I mean, I have to ask, what happens if they decide to move? Do they move? Are they stuck here forever, rooted? In which case, why have they got legs? Why haven't their legs atrophied away? Why isn't the first start of their life cycle moving somewhere to try and find sustenance, and then the later part of their life cycle just staying where they are? I guess they must need to move on at some point when they've sucked whatever it is dry. What happens to your city then? Does it go with them? It seems pretty rooted in the ground. So, Alright, what do you think of the Emperor? You seem angry, Lady Radina. Perhaps his holy light has not been shining at you lately. I'm not angry, Nun. Just worried. Worried about... Lately our god has been... ambitious. Fire and brimstone kind of ambitious. And the Outlands, they... Don't forget. He thinks one was provoking a war. Recent decree suggested so too. Now, is that enough motive to kill your god? I mean, anything can be enough motive for someone to do something. I shall be on my way now. So you shall. Hey, farming equipment. I have no idea how any of this works. No, but we can ask Plint. Hello again, Master Plint. Howdy, miss. Apologies, I have to be on my way. So you're around, miss. I mean, I wanted to ask you about how do you get something unstuck? I'm not trying to give it away, I'm trying to ask people about it. Can we... I don't know, I thought maybe using the knife and fruit on regular ripe fruit, maybe something in the ripe fruits thing would dissolve the adhesive or make it runny again? There must be something you can do with the adhesive as well, right? You've got to be able to use it to stick things together. Alright. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. Maybe I don't want to get the knife from the fruit. Maybe I want to get the fruit from the knife. So, you know, I need to heat the metal at the forge so that it will expand, thus cracking the adhesive. Or maybe I could make it cold so it contracts and thus, you know, is easier to pull out because it's not in contact with the adhesive anymore. I don't know. Let's go to the forge anyway. We can ask about jetpacks. Hey, you! What in man's name? Wait, Vigilant Sister? You must be Rotillus. Sister of Vigil, yes. I knew it, I saw your ship earlier. You must be General Rotillus? In the flesh. Present in command of the Imperial Forces of None. What brings you to the city, sister? We are careful, Ava. Investing our time. Yes. Wisely. We are investing our time wisely. Well done. Good cover. Aha! Investing. Understood. Don't worry, sister. Won't ask about the Order's financial matters. If you're looking for to invest, you've come to the right place. What interests you here in the forge? I mean, you. What does that machine over there do? I know nothing about the forge. Is it a smelter? Is it a boinger? Does it put springs in things? What does it do? It must be general, but that machine over there, what is it for? You have a keen eye, sister. My personal invention. And for my personal use only. A replication device. Oh, a replication device. Write it with an original model and some material. It will create a perfect physical copy. Can I use it? As I said, for my personal use only. Has anybody used your replicating machine? Because if they had replicated one of my amulet things that are on my head, then they could open the God King's thing. Anyway, resting. Hey, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Say no more, say no more. I really want to use your replication machine. I really need to use your replication device, Master Vigilance. I don't know why. Can't you make an exception for a Vigilance, sister, please? A no is a no, sister. Alright, cool. We know where we're standing this. We don't have ultimate power over things. What do you do here at the Forge, General Rotillus? We produce! Can you hear the heavy machinery? The chips buzzing. The wheels turning. Do you? Then you heard the heartbeat of the nation, sister. What do you think of the Emperor? What's your opinion of the God Emperor, General? Mun be praised, a wise leader. Now I'll admit, there was a time not so long ago I may have spoken differently. I couldn't be happier with his recent decrees. Might of the nation shall expand. That's why you're here, to rest. Alright. Excuse me. Is there something wrong with your eye, Master Rotillus? I was implying what we shall say in the city called the sly wink. Oh well, cultural differences. I must go now. Understood. Feel free to inspect our forge for investment opportunities. Indeed, he said exactly what I thought he was going to say. Alright, well, let's look at it. The General appears to be a serious man. In fact, he strikes me as someone who cares a great deal about appearing serious. Observed, Ava. Right, that's the replication machine, presumably. It's searing hot. As I said, let's try and do... Let me see. Working the heat is softening the glue. Okay, not quite what I thought was going to happen, but hey, managed to free the knife. Keep the sticky enough for it too. Yeah, because keeping a sticky adhesive in your pocket is exactly what we want. Alright, fruit glue. Right, Ganath fruit. This juice is extremely sticky. It's in a steel knife. Could this have been the murder weapon? I am thinking that the plate was taken to be used as material in the replication machine. Assuming this thing that I am circling here is the replication machine. Unless this is the replication machine. Text. It's not a touchscreen. That's why I was trying to read the text. Oh, okay, so I need to write it. Could say, it says I should lower my eye to the center, but since I'm not the general, I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, okay, but now I know how to write, so there's the sensor. It wants to scan my eye. Since I'm not the general, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, do it anyway. See what happens. Excuse me, General, I need to borrow your eye. Stop. Remove. And what tools have we got? A whole set of tools. A hammer, a chisel, and a screwdriver. I want a screwdriver. Maybe General has used these recently? But for what? I want the screwdriver, please. Any collection of tools, a screwdriver, hammer, and chisel. Let's see if some of these can help me pierce the Emperor's suit. I'll borrow them. I'm sure the General won't mind. It's for the good of the nation. I mean, we're going to use the screwdriver on getting a bulb. Hey, Rotillus. Master Rotillus? Yes, sister. No, I just wanted to talk to you about your tools and say, hey, I borrowed them. Excuse me. Understood. Feel free to inspect the forge for investment opportunities. So we got screwdriver, screws to unscrew screws. A hammer I borrowed from the forge. It's lying on a table next to a chisel and a screwdriver. It's lying in my pocket next to a chisel and a screwdriver. Borrowed this chisel from the forge. It's lying on the table along with a hammer and a screwdriver. And that says screws or unscrew screws. Okay. Interesting that is different. Alright, I guess we're leaving here. Let's go back to the library and excuse me. I am unscrewing a lamp. Let's first look close. Alright. Let's take a closer look. Thank you for telling me actually how to do it. Woo. I'll remove the bulb. Can I take the screw as well? It's loose. I don't need to meddle with it anymore. Okay, let's pull it. Nothing. Okay, but I've removed the bulb. Alright, lamps. I'm removing all the bulbs because I don't know why. Oh, let's do it faster this time. Excellent. I mean, I've got no reason to. But, you know, other than the fact that I can. And look, the bulbs are all coming out and I'm not getting the bulbs. They're not in my inventory. That is making me suspicious. Let's just try some trial and error for right now. I wondered if I pulled one, whether it would stay down. Alright. Hey, engraving. Image money truly is omnipresent. Yep. It's the vault. I would like to get into the vault. I wonder what is stored in there. I don't know, but you could use a hammer and a chisel on it. See no reason to try to break into a vault. I mean, you're an adventure game protagonist. Go and do it. Hey, Xavier. I want to know about the writings of Hippocles. This is the best library in the whole nation, yes? Yes, sister. Proud to confirm that. And do you have any chance something by somebody named Hippocles? Notice this man's pupils, acolyte. That's what fear looks like. Do not worry, Master Xavier. Mother Superior sent me to retrieve the scroll. Did I now? You can speak freely. Well, in such case, yes, we do in fact possess the lost writings of Hippocles. They are beyond my reach, vigilant sister. You're safely secured in the Emperor's vault. Only his divine light can grant you access. His divine light is in no condition to grant anything. So how do I get to it? I have no help here, sister. You're a sister of Vigil, but you need no help. I will use my thing on it. Understood. Thank you. Thank you, Master Xavier. That will be all for now. May moonshine his light upon you, vigilant sister. Alright, well. Amulet of Vigil on the vault. That's right. No door stays closed to a sister of Vigil. I mean, I was going to just break it open with a chisel, but hey. How do I? Look at the lock. Stare at it. Now close your eyes quickly. The image has been burned into your retina. Picture it unlocking. It worked. Alright. I mean, that is one of the problems with the idea of mind technology, for want of a better word there. When we're talking about telepathy and things, people's brains work differently to how other people's brains works. I have no pictures in my head when I close my eyes. I can't remember what the name of the thing is, but it's a thing. And there are lots of people out there who do that. And I'm pretty certain that people who do picture things don't necessarily picture the same things that somebody else who pictures things thinks of when they think of a thing. Brains work differently, so, you know, I don't think that sort of mind technology is a possibility at the moment. Or if it is, then I suspect there will be two classes of citizens. The people who can use that stuff, and the people who can't, and we'll be creating a whole new class system, which is not a good thing. But alright, here's the scroll. Let me take it first. No, then maybe when I have time, I can study this well of forbidden knowledge. No, let's just look at it now, shall we? The lost writing of Heracles. So the crazy farmer was right after all. Wish I had more time to study this. I mean, you do. Now let me close the vault first. Alright, now I have time to study it. Holy sacrileges, until recently believed to have been lost forever. Text speaks of a nation before Mun. One which, what I can tell, was as anything but barbaric, which we can assume was extinguished by Mun and his armies. Can we know more? Alright, okay. Cool. I'm gonna glue it. No, you don't want me to glue it? Alright. Okay, well, I've made a mess of the library. Maybe I should put the lamps back the way I found them. Oh. Or Xavier gets suspicious. Or I can stay here and try to figure out what those lamps do. I mean, it's obvious what they do. Stay. Let's take a closer look. Alright, I've removed the bulbs. What if I screw in the screws? No, I wanted to, at least I don't need to meddle with it anymore. I know that. I was thinking of unscrewing the screwing the screws back in so they were tight again. Not sure what that would accomplish. It would make it sticky. Listening to the sound effects to see if there's anything. There's anything on the decrees. I mean, this tells me about farmers and stuff, but I don't think there's any code here. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to take it. Several decades ago, several years ago, reduced from 14 to 13. I mean, this has got been around for a lot longer than those decrees. Hey, Xavier. Mention the Emperor's decrees, alright, you'll find them right here, you can read them. Okay, that's it. And I can't ask you about people anymore, that's interesting. Alright, look. This is obviously a door. What is that supposed to achieve? You're supposed to be able to open it that way. Yeah, I know nothing. Alright. Maybe I need some of them to have lights in and some of them not, but this is obviously a problem I cannot do right now. Made a mess of the library before Xavier gets suspicious, reset lamps and leave. I mean, how he doesn't see what I was doing. I had to do it, now let me be on my way. How he didn't see me unscrewing all the lamps with my... That was a screwdriver meme, I was turning the screwdriver. Or symbol. Alright. Well, we could go up to Mun's chambers. Let's go back up to Mun's chambers. What I want to do is I want to try using the knife in the wound. No! But I want to use the knife on the... That wouldn't accomplish that. I want to know whether this knife made that wound. I mean, I know that getting the knife and sticking it in is not the best way of doing it, but We don't have... Oh, maybe I could do that. I was going to say, we don't have any, like, please note, left mouse button is for interacting, right mouse button is for examining. By left clicking the body, you're instructing Ava to do something. Perhaps touch it, push it, pick it up. Take a close look at the right body to click on it. Examining is necessary to beat the game. Ava will sometimes remember that she has seen in conversations or to solve puzzles. You can examine items in your inventory. Sorry, we know you know this, just making sure. Okay, because I'm supposed to examine him, not touch him. So that is what I got. Alright, I want to pour the fruit glue into the wound. I want to make a plaster cast of the impression of what caused the wound. And we've got this sticky substance here that we can do. I don't know what else. Alright, okay. Fine. Let's look at this statue. Rather pathetic one. Was this one beautifully crafted? It looks like the ones I saw at Farms. I wonder if that was made by Plinth. Or, no, not Plinth. That's not his name. Plith. Alright, can't do anything here. Alright. Then to the temple. Hey, there's Mun. Ooh. What is the inscription? Mun, still one with the sun, creates the solar systems with his breath of light. Well, we know that's not true now. Said to be drawn from the time Mun and the sun were one. Graving shows him in that form before he walked around mortals. Mun descends from the sun and brings light to the barbaric tribe of the Great Desert. So what we're talking about is Mun is an alien come down from the stars and killed everybody here and now rules this nation. This one could use some renovation. I wonder what Catalyst has to say about that. Why could this use some renovation? Yeah, whatever. Mun gives the Ganath their trunks, putting them mine into the depths of the desert for sustenance. I suppose he could have done some genetic manipulation? There's Mun using the divine power to improve the Ganath. Actually, I used to believe this. Wait, used to? I still believed in it this morning! Exactly. Feels like a lifetime ago. I mean, it's possible he did. Maybe he does have divine powers like that. Or powers beyond our understanding. The Imperial City of his holy light is built. The Imperial City? Looks like it's from a time when the library and forge hadn't been built yet. Oh yeah, still the temple. Mun meditates while the sisters of vigil keep guard. Ah, the sisters of vigil, okay. Ha! This is us, the sisters of vigil. Can't see if it looks like he's holding a sunbeam behind the statue. Sisters are blocking the view. Sorry, I want to read that one again. Pesky sisters. That's us, the sisters. Can't see if he's also holding sunbeams like the statue. Right, okay. Those are the sunbeams, okay. Oh! Mun harnesses the power of the sun to create the nation's technology. So all of this is solar powered, is it? Okay. This looks like a new addition. Does Mun creating the nation's technology? That's new. The top left part stands out. It seems to have been added recently. Indeed. Is that the General's replication machine? Oh, maybe. Does Mun create the top left part? Is that the General's? Don't mind me. I'm just going to hammer this off. Don't see the point of that, except maybe damaging the work of art. Get rid of the blasphemous thing that Mun obviously did not create. Okay, let's look at the statue. The statue of Mun is in a meditative pose. He's holding 6 golden rungs which represent sunbeams. Can I have one of those beams? Perhaps touching it will bring me luck. Curses, still thinking as Mun was a god. I mean, luck doesn't exist. When you roll a die, it's not lucky that the face came up 6. It's because of all the physics involved in it. So, I mean, touching what you used to think was a god, or something that doesn't exist, is, you know, about as valid as you wanting to have luck in any form anyway. Alright, Catalyst. Catalyst, the head priest. Seems stern and somewhat solemn. Oh, greetings! You must be Master Catullus. That would be Father Catullus. Sister. Pardon me, Reverend Father. Wait, so you address me Sister, but I have to call you Father? Naturally, Sister Virgil, yet you don't know the many ways of the faith. Oh, I did know, I suddenly found it. The God has been damned less than a day, and you're already going off a leash. Questioning customs. Focus and be respectful, acolyte. Yes, Mother. I beg your... Father! I meant Father. No, brother. And Bob's your uncle, too. What is it you do here, man? I got no idea. What is your duty here, Father? See, you really have travelled from afar. I'm the head priest. I preside over all matters of faith and worship. But my role is obvious. Really, Sister, it is you who could be more forthcoming as to your mission here. Well, mine is not God, it's a man, and he's been murdered. I'm on a holy pilgrimage to the Imperial City. As an acolyte, it is my duty to travel to the Imperial City at least once in my training. And pay respect to the God Emperor. A sound reason. Yet I have not heard of this custom before. No other vigilant sisters in training have journeyed here in the past. It's a new rule. Fine, sister, fine. I'll stop prying. I mean, I could have said, yeah, they're not as vigilant as me. I strive to become the most vigilant sister there could have vigilanted ever. I will create a new word. I will become a vigilante sister instead. Beat down on those who do not agree with my teachings. Taking the law into my own hands and imposing it upon the others. You know, as religions do. But anyway, tell me about this place. I've been admiring your temple, Father Catullus. No doubt it draws pilgrims from all corners of the nation. That why you're here, vigilant sister? One of the reasons, sure. Have you had a chance to observe our historical carvings? Much admired works of art. I have read our Lord's story 1,000 times. But there is something about seeing it depicted. Something that just inspires. And the statue! And the statue! The holiest of holy in its classic contemplative pose. Holding sunbeams that he has obtained from the sun itself. I notice a new addition to one of the images here. I examine your historical carvings. If I'm not mistaken, something has been recently added to one of them? Ah, that. General Rotulus and his replication machine. Is that what it is? Yes. A box of sorts, yes? Yes, yes. Apparently it is an invention worthy updating our historical carvings. Rotulus just barged in here one morning with some workers in tow. Without leave, and wouldn't leave until it was finished. I mean, I protested, but the man had permission from the Lord himself. That is what I wondered. You would have to get it. And I noticed one of your carvings in a bad state. Say, Father Catullus, historical carvings of Mun bring light to the barbaric tribes. Say no more, sister. I am very aware of its sore condition. Yes, I've been putting off renovations for too long. In fact, if you meet any skilled artisans, send them my way immediately. I might know the man for the job. Yeah, Plinth. Or Plith. One of the fathers at the Canal, a certain master named Plint, not Plith. It seemed to be very good at this sort of thing. It's a name, of course I was going to get it wrong. Then I'm in luck. Would you be so kind as to fetch that master? Plint, was it? What do you father? Oh, God. Plint is going to restore the carving by having the angry god come down and wipe out the tribes, rather than restoring it. Yeah, well, what you gonna do? I think your historical carvings are wrong. Historical carvings, Father Catullus. Someone brought light to the desert tribes, correct? No, not my carvings, sister. A simple history, It's simply history as it took place. Well, have you heard of the lost writings of Hippocles? Oh, please, sister. Only madman and blasphemers concern themselves with such fairy tales. So what if I told you that? Speak of it no more. This is a sacred place. But enough! These documents do not exist and never have. Unless you can show it to me directly, I will hear no more of it. So, you know, I can just pull them out of my pocket. About the lost writings. I've not made myself clear. Either hand me said writings or stay silent. I mean, if I hand them to you, you're just going to tear them up, aren't you, you bastard? What do you think of the Emperor? What's your opinion of the Divine Lord, Father Catillus? Opinion? Should one have opinions about his divine light? Yes. Always have opinions about your rulers. Anyway, certainly not. It's not my place to opine on the Lord. Only to pray. Of course, pardon the... And I do pray. Pray his eternal wisdom allows him to halt the military expansion he has been planning. And here we have yet another roundabout way to say, I don't like what man is doing. Alright, I have to go. I'll be on my way, Father Catillus. My divine Lord shine light on your path. Right, hey, you know what I'm showing you? It's this scroll right here. Father Catillus. Look what I found. It was in my pocket all along. But this is... Yes, the lost. A cheap forgery. I assure you it's not. Let me see. Oh well, I stand corrected. I'm glad you... It is a good forgery. Let me study it for some time and I will prove it to you. Be my guest. Alright, Catillus. You do you. I'm gonna go find, Flint. And by find, I mean... wander to the farms. See the giant eye that is forever looking upon us. And speak to Flint. Hey, Flint. Hello again, Master Flint. Howdy, miss. I have a job for you. Say, Master Flint. Would renovating a historical carving be within your skill set? A carving? Aye, the one at the temple. Huh, so you know it. Oh, yes, you're right. Those carvings need a lot of renovating. Perfect. I'll be on it then. I'll ask Radina for permission. Wait, didn't you say we were going to ask for permission? I was going to say, you didn't. Oh, I meant after I do it. That way I'll have, what you call it? Negotiation leverage. Good for you, Clint. What a strange man. You agree there. Yeah, I guess having the lift at the top of the shaft. Oh. I mean, having the lift at the top of the shaft is probably the best place for it, because you're going to want to go down more than you're going to want to go up if there are people up here always tending. But it must put an incredible strain on the machinery, it always being at the top. They should default to the bottom position, so there is less strain on the rope and everything that is doing that, because you don't have to hold the rope up, right? Or whatever it's made of. Maybe I'm wrong? Impressive craftsmanship. Master Flint sure is a talented craftsman. Farming tools properly, assuming they're the tools, and this is a farm. Brilliant introduction, Ava. Yeah, okay. Got anything more to say to me? Hey, Radina. Hey, Lady Radina. Nuns will have got you. Talk. About Flint. About Master Flint. You don't give up easily, do you? Or if you think he should be punished, well, just leave it. I don't think he should be punished for anything, but anyway. That'll be it for now. I'm going to show you your knife. I'm going to show you your knife. No? Oh. Alright. I guess I'm going. Let's go back to the forge, first of all. Let's stop on the forge and, you know, talk about, hey, you did a thing to a place in the temple. It has the same ever-exaggerated seriousness to it. Hey, Attilus. Rotillus, sorry. Yes, sister? I really want to use your replication machine. Couldn't you make an exception for a vigilant sister? A no is a no, sister. What if... What if I put glue all over something? Like your face. Can I make a cast of your eye? Destroy the machine. It's an abomination. No, alright, okay. Alright, well, let's go back to the temple then and see how the thing is coming along. How you doing, Flint? Master Flint, a friendly fellow, it would seem. Somewhat mysterious. A man of many talents, a potter, an artisan. Who knows what else? Yes, who knows? This one could use a renovation. Yeah, I mean, it is. Look, it is clearly being renovated. Right here and now. Oh, have you got something to say? Can I look at the... I mean, I want to look at those. There's 6 of those. I don't know if that has anything. You got anything to say? Tell us, the head priest. You sound somewhat solemn. Father, tell us. I have a word with you again. Brief words is the yes. Those are the lost writings, and you know it. You've been studying the scroll for a while now, Father. I mean, I went one place and came back again. Oh, I went to 2 places and came back. You wouldn't be doing that if you didn't have proof it wasn't authentic. Or whatever. In fact, you know, these are the real lost writings of Heracles. Absolutely not. Simply that exposing a lie takes more time than telling one. Depends. Let me study this nonsense for a little longer. Alright, I have to go. My divine Lord shine upon your path, sister. Do you want a better chisel? A machine forged chisel? No? Alright. Let's go up to Mun's chambers again. I'm going to talk to the sister, because I don't know what else to do right now. Even thought, as always. Or Mother. Mother Tiabata? Ava, are you ready to demonstrate to me how this man was killed? No. Not just yet, Mother Superior. Then why are you bothering me for? My chain of thought. It breaks so easily, you know. What is Mother Superior? I mean... Can I... What would be the point of that? I don't know. You could stick a knife to the fruit and then stick it in. Oh. Do you stick a knife inside the suit? You know the man, you know the God Emperor is just a suit. So you stick a knife to the chest opening plate. And then when the guy gets inside and doesn't notice the knife is there, it comes in and stabs them. But then you would have to open it again in order to... I don't know. As your calls a latch something rod. Yeah. Before the lid closes, the rod turns so that its ends can fit into the 2 little holes on the main part of the suit. And then it holds the suit closed. But I can't examine... Oh, those are the holes right there. I mean, that makes sense if you put the... I mean, is the suit going to react to being opened? That is the thing. Or are they going to be so deep in contemplation that they don't? And what is the benefit of... Nah, you couldn't do it that way. Because if you stuck a knife to a door, then it would swing and it would cause like a cut along there as well. I don't know that you can see that. You can kind of. But yeah. So that isn't it, but I don't know what else. Can I chisel and hammer? Can I break the rod off? So how putting that on the rod would reconstruct the motor? Do I need to put the knife on? I mean, the knife fits. Okay, so latch turns. Yes, it almost works. Two problems though. First, if this is how the killer did it, would have found the knife right here on the lid. Yep. So where did it go? Also, the knife is just loosely hanging on the latch. It's not doing any stabbing this way. Once the latch moves, it will just fall. I'll take it back for now. Alright, well I'm surprised. I mean, put a bit of glue on the metal bar. Gluing something to the rod might not be such a bad idea. Whatever, I should apply the glue to whatever I want to attach, not to the rod. I mean, I've just discounted why this doesn't work. For all the effort it took to get it unstuck. That wouldn't do anything. That wouldn't do anything. I mean... Alright, maybe I should put it on the metal bar first. I'm gluing something to the rod. Supply the glue to whatever I want to attach, not to the rod. But it looks just like the ones at the sun farm. I saw at the farms. Okay, now we know. Now there's you. It's supposed to be another Gnath. So it looks rather pathetic compared to the other one. Is that the murder weapon? Because, I mean, if you kill someone with a thing, and then you give it to the replicating machine, then, I mean, the weapon still exists, but not in the parts that it does. It's been stabbed in the chest with something. Perhaps a knife. I mean... How else do you want me to verify what it is? Let's read the decrees again. 13 to 14. 2 years ago, daily restrictions extended. 7 can take this day. Get a free hour. Get a free hour in that week. Okay. This is the... Well, the farmers pay more taxes. Increase the nation's defense, apparently. Travel between the nation and the lands beyond to be limited. Special permit to be required to venture beyond the nation's borders. And execution duties are good for them, as if they're drafted to strengthen the defense of the nation's outskirts. Okay. Let me save this again. I want to save it over old school. Alright. I don't know. I mean, there's these. I don't... No, they're vast. I mean, there are the 6 golden rays. How are you doing, Flint? Master Flint? Howdy, miss. Apologies, I have to be on my way. No, I wanted to ask how you're doing. You know, will it be renovated soon? Oh. One descends from the sun and brings it to the barbaric tribes of the Great Desert. There's only 6 here. Should there be 7? Is that what we're talking about here? I know how to go around them touching works of art. I don't. Hi, this is us, the Sister Virgin. I can't see if he's holding sunbeams like the statues. Sisters are blocking my view. Do they detach? Can I chisel them off? I mean, I assume they are one thing, and that, like, the sisters aren't there doing a thing. Monk creating the nation's technology. So what is he seeing? I can't see what he's creating. Flyers. Maybe lifts. The forge. I don't know what that is. One harnesses the power of the sun to create the nation's technology. Yeah, alright. No reason to touch the statue. No reason of any kind. He's holding 6 golden rods which represent sunbeams. I mean, maybe I should be looking at these? This one could use some renovation. Yeah, we know about the renovation. We've done that. I want to look at the carving behind. There we go. This is you doing the thing. Alright, let me read the inscriptions as well. Sun the sea is vented by characterizes the great desert. Right. This is the city being built. The library and the forge hadn't been built yet. Peril said it was holy city is built. I'm just wondering if it says with the 7 sunbeams or something. Sister Vigil keep guard. Integrating the nation's technology. Talk about it's new. Apparently, Grand General Chillos gained months permission to edit. Personally owes all the works. Did he though? So I mean, we've got nothing saying that he did. You keep mentioning 6 golden rods. You got anything else to say, Catillus? Last writings that you know it. No, this is a real writing. It's almost simply exposing light takes more time. Let me study nonsense for a little while longer. Well, I don't know what to do while you're studying. I mean, can I go back to my flyer? No. Let's go back to the forge. Wants to scan my eyes, but since I'm not the general, I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should scan your eye anyway. I don't have... What if I put these fruit over the eye? No? You can open any lock, it's also a communication device. Can I use it to communicate with the text? Okay, what if I use it on the sensor? Let's see if the amulet... Okay, yeah, let's see if the amulet can give you access. It works, cool. It's not a touchscreen. What does it say? I need to insert the object and I want to replicate into the receptacle on the right. That machine could copy an amulet of vigil. More than likely, I just lose the amulet. Well, that's the only thing I can think of that can open it. Maybe the knife? That wants to be right material for the new knife. Okay. Fruit glue? Why won't you use that material for a new knife? I mean, I don't know. Chisel? Alright, now do I need to go back and get the gold? From the temple? Because I want those, because if I can make it out of gold, then it will just hide there. Yes, there is. Hey, Catillus. No, alright, I don't care about that. I mean, Well, I would like to make it out of like ice or something so that it disappears. Howdy, miss. Apologies, I have to see you around, miss. Have I missed something? I mean, I must have missed something incredibly obvious. I wonder. Would Master mind if I took some fruit? Master Blend's not here. I mean, the harvest seems to be plentiful this year. I'm sure they have more fruit than they know what to do with it. I'm sure they don't, but hey. In fact, it would be considerate of me to take more. It's 83. To relieve them of their burden. You know, I was going to say, you know your mother can hear you, your mother's superior. The power of resurrection. Oh, nothing. Never mind me, Ava. These are heavy. Cool. Now we got material. Maybe now I can make a knife of this fruit. And then it would dissolve. Some catastrophe I got from the farmer. They're heavy. I mean, I don't know that it would necessarily be a good stabbing instrument. I would want to use material with a new knife. I don't know. I've got Ganath now. Master Rotillus, yes, sister. I must go now. I don't even need to ask you about using your machine because I'm using it. Okay, so I can make a new knife. I want to make it out of Ganath. Can I take it? No. Can I take that statue? Can I take that statue? No. I know it would be a poor choice, but that's what I want. Don't want to carry it around, do you not? What about the plant? Probably irrelevant. You're not a gardener. What's that? There's some ugly empty pots. I don't see any connection with the task at hand. That would be a very poor choice of thing to take. Alright, well let's look at the suit again. Okay. Can we take the metal bar? No, I don't mean... I can't... Right. Alright, so... I've inserted the thing already. I don't know what I'm doing with Ganath fruit. Did somebody say they were hungry? Oh. I know what the Ganath fruit are for. Of course I do. Time to pull all 4 of these things at once. Oh, yeah, alright. Let's take a closer look. Alright, this should keep it down. There we go. I've only got 3 of them, though, for some reason. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I know. I wanted to... This is annoying that I have to do this in this. Let's take a closer look. Let's take a closer look. Cool. I didn't need to unscrew you. I knew it, a secret passage. I knew that was what... Haha! The plot thickens. What are you waiting for, Ava? Let's go! What is this place? What do we have here? It's a bronze weighing band. So in it is what looks like a ceramic shard. Bronze weighing band. In it there are 3. It looks like more ceramic shards. I put everything back the way I found it. Or maybe I need to... I didn't change it at all. Maybe I need to balance the scales? It's Mun in a contemplative pose, exactly like the statues at the temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7! I counted them! The statue was holding 6 beams. Here, Mun is holding 7! So now we have a sunbeam theft. Maybe the engraving just doesn't match the statue. No. Should ask the head priest about it. I suspect somebody took the gold in order to put it on the rod so that it wasn't seen when they unlatched and killed themselves. Although that still doesn't make sense with the way... Well, maybe it does. There should be some cut, either going up to down or left to right, as either the door closed and then the latch came up, in which case it would cut all the way up, or the latch closing first, which doesn't make any sense, and then the door closing, which would score a line across someone. Alright, anyway, alright. Let's look at the scales. There we go, I matched you. Stone Dares. Does that work? I'll put everything back the way I found it. No, it won't. Yeah, and we will ask the head priest about it in a second. Maybe I just don't know what I'm looking for yet. Yep, alright. Are you sure you're done examining this place, Ava? It's not that you can walk in and out of a secret passage whenever you please. Yes, it is. True, but what more is there to see here? Ceramic shards on the scales. It must be the key to everything if you need a better look at them. Maybe if I laid them out on the dais. Aha, I can see them more clearly. Good thinking. Yep, okay. I didn't think of that, must confess. But yeah, I guess they make a pattern or something. We're missing one. But this is the... It's the missing plate! Didn't I say the plate was important? The plot begins to unravel. No, I mean... Yes, I think I can see it now. See what? This only makes things more confusing. Come on, Acolyte, isn't it obvious? Well, I think... I mean, one, those ceramic pieces did not look big enough in order to make a plate that fit on the wall, which is why I didn't think it was going to be that. Also, I mean, setting them out like that, okay, there's still one piece of it missing. I mean, they'd have to know about this place. I guess, but then why would they put it on the scales? The killer broke the plate and wanted to hide it, I think. I mean, they must have done it in front of Mun, so I don't know. I guess the killer broke the plate and wanted to hide it. The killer broke the plate by accident and didn't want to leave traces. Why don't we just throw it off the balcony, and why the scales? Exactly, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they are a puzzle. It's a puzzle. We put the right shard on the right side of the scales. I mean, I did that. I don't know. Another secret passage will open? That doesn't seem likely. I just have to find the clue. The clue. You know, like 2 weigh more than 1, but 3 are less than a quarter of 12. I'll place the shards on the scale the right way, and voila! So somebody's constructed a secret door and rigged it to a scale. It can only open using broken pieces of a dead god's decorative plate. Seems unlikely. Yeah, when you say it like this... I mean, the killer did not steal the plate. The killer must have stolen the plate. Maybe it's a little souvenir. And then they broke it and decided to weigh it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Maybe they wanted to sell it? Are they estimating the cost? I do give you points for imagination. Pick him up. It's a mystery to me. Yet some aspects of this are still rather unclear. Like the murder. Why for? Or Okay, yeah, that makes sense. One of the plate is missing. Yep, indeed. And before it resurfaces, we won't know everything. Yeah, we will. I know it all now. So anyway, Oh well, in time. I'll let you proceed with your mission, Acolyte. We still have a murder to reconstruct. Yes, Mother Superior. We have found the Shards of the God. Alright, okay. My idea for this is that, hey, we've got 4 shards and 1 missing, so that makes 5. Hey, how many people are on the inner circle of the god? 5. Who is missing at the moment? 1 person, the judge, who presumably could not vote ethically with their morals. That maybe they are dead already. But the 3 on one side and the 1 on the other is the, hey, do we kill the god? They took the plate, they smashed the plate so that there would be 5 pieces, 1 for each of them, and then they secretly visited this place, one after the other, and put things on the scale so that nobody knew exactly who had voted for can we kill our god. And then together they did it. Let's see. Maybe it's only the 3 of them. I don't know. The general's replication machine to make the knife that is made of gold. The sun rod to be used as the material. So there's the priest. The last person could easily rig it. Yeah, I know. But, I mean... that's if you don't trust your fellow members. Who knows? Anyway, there's that. Then there's, the knife came from the farmer. That's 3 of them. I don't know. The librarian maybe knew the way to open it. And then the judge, didn't do it at all. They're still contemplating whether they can or not, or are already dead because they don't agree with this at all. I'll put everything back the way I found it. Yep. I think I've done all I could here. Yeah. The last person could easily... Yes, this place. If I'm not mistaken, it is the center of everything. Yep. For the time being, there is nothing more for us to do here. As cryptic as ever. So that was that. Now let me quickly... Right, I'll put everything back as well. Everything else back as well. Done. Hi there, Hephaestus. Or not Hephaestus. That will be all for now, Master Xavian. I don't know why I called you Hephaestus at all. I guess I'm just thinking of gods for some reason. My Moonshine is like, yeah, whatever, I don't care anymore. Hey, Temple Man. Can I talk to you about your things? Oh, the Catalyst. May I have a word with you again? Brief word, sister, yes. One of your golden rods is missing from the statue. I have seen an image of one similar to the statue you have here. I am telling you all the things. In many places, no doubt, it is a popular pose. Man holding the 7 sunbeams. That's the problem. The statue is only holding 6. Impossible. The statue, like all of its counterparts, is holding 7 golden rods. Come count. This is preposterous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6! By his fiery gaze, you're right. The temple has been desecrated. So do you think someone has stolen the rod? What other explanation is there? The statue is definitely holding 7 rods. The wretched thief is in for a surprise. Good luck on him selling Madman's gold. Madman's gold? Oh yeah, see, we've had cases like this in the past. Too many golden ornaments going missing. So for several decades now, Statues adorned exclusively with madman's gold. Are we talking about radiation? It's talking about fluoronite. Fluoronite? I see you're well read, sister. Yes, fluoronite. And what does fluoronite do exactly? I assume it looks like gold, is not gold, and drives somebody mad. Because, you know, radiation affecting their brain and making them see tumours, or have tumours and not think in the exact way. What does this what does it do? It simply disappears. Oh, the air in this temple is carefully maintained to make golden rod solid. Okay. Fine, there we go. And there's the murder weapon. But once outside the building, they will disappear without a trace within a few days. Without a trace, you say? Without a trace? Indeed. Alright, those are the lost writings and you know it. You've been studying this, no, it wouldn't be if you hadn't proof it wasn't authentic. In fact, you know these are the real lost writings. Absolutely not. Okay, study them a little longer. Fine, you study them a little longer. I can almost hear the wheels in your head spinning, Acolyte. God, that's disturbing when the thing can talk to me. Oh, Tiabata, did you hear? Rod has been stolen from the temple recently. Made of madman's gold. Metal which just happens to evaporate without a trace. So you are thinking, murder weapon. I mean, we still don't know how the suit was pierced. It wasn't. We know how it was done. At least we have an idea where the weapon went. Simply evaporated. Good job, Ava. Good job. No, not good job. Thank you, Mother Superior. And once you've obtained a rod yourself... Yeah, I'm just going to take it. Wait, what do you mean, obtained a rod yourself? I'm confused, Acolyte. Are there more ways to interpret what I said? No, you surely don't want me to desecrate Mun's statue. Oh, so you see other options. Well, I'm listening. How about you do it then? Is it really necessary? I mean, we know Mun is not a god. You're still having problems coming to terms with that. Then maybe you prefer to do it yourself? Ooh, itchy nose. Prefer, perhaps. I admit I'd find some entertainment in that. Alas, I tend to draw attention. You, on the other hand, are... And here comes the casual insults. Don't bother, Mother Superior. I've heard it all anyway. So why do I have to replicate the murder exactly? Replicate the murder, I mean. Why do I have to physically do it? Surely a solid theory is enough. No theory is as solid as a practical demonstration. How better to understand our killers than to walk a mile in their shoes? Easy for you to say when it's me who has to do the walking. This is new. What is new? The tone. The defiance. I'm sorry, Mother Tiabata. I recite the litany of penitence, but I don't feel like it's worth it. But it seems rather silly now, doesn't it? Yes. I've been praying to a suit. I've been praying to a suit my whole life. Yes, you don't want to desecrate the suit statue. I don't... That would be chaos. I know this doesn't make any sense to you, but... It makes perfect sense. Hard thing to shake faith. So, look, Ava, if it helps, I hereby directly ordering you to steal the golden rod. As per your oath with Order of Vigil, you have no choice but to obey. Feel better now? Yes, Mother Superior. Then that settles. Now get to it. You have a temple heist to perform, and a murder weapon to fashion. Alright, well, there we go. I mean, that answers the question of how they did it. How the murder weapon disappeared. We steal the gold, which isn't a problem. And then, the murder weapon disappears in a couple of days. But, that means that whoever did this had to hold on to it for a day and a half, whatever it was, and then open the latch, put it on there, and then close the latch and kill it. Because we were here within a day. So, because the security system said to us, warning, warning! Emperor God King is dead! Alright. I can't just break a rod off with my bare hands. Oh! And now I've got the chisel and now I've got you fixing this. Right, you're distracted with that. But if I tried to do it, you would hear it. But because this is happening, you won't hear it if two happen at the same time. Alright, let me just casually walk over here to admire the statue, and it's done. Let's be off. Yes. What? Who? Nothing like doing some honest work with a hammer and chisel. What do you mean? I wasn't. Ooh, you're talking about your hammer and chisel. What else? Look, the job's done. That's Flint's interpretation of Mun bringing light to the tribes, the barbaric tribes. I mean, that's great. I love that. So long ago, I would have been terribly upset by this. Now I don't know what to think anymore. He brings the light, or Mun brings it, which is a suit which doesn't have that. Flint has also updated the inscription. Mun lights up the ancient nations of the Great Desert. That's an original interpretation of the event, Master Flint. You've certainly put your own spin on it. Well, I looked at the other ones and figured, is this a place where they like to get creative with history? So I went all in. What do you think? I think you're a blasphemer and a heretic. I'm just not sure anymore if that's a bad thing. I'll take that as a compliment, miss. The work may be a little allegorical, but it's closer to the truth than the other ones, I'll tell you that. Have you read the writing of Hippocles? Alas, I was very busy, Master Flint. And now Father Catalyst. That's a shame. But we've got a lot to learn from the pre-Mun era. The pottery. They even had... Master Flint? Please remind me, is a great Mun paying you to work? Or to talk? All done, sir. Come take a look. Oh, jeez. Oh, marvellous. Temple restored to its full glory. We finish this short passage and I will be with you, Master Craftsman. Don't want to be around for this. I mean, I do. Gotta go. See you later. See you, Master Flint. You know where I'm going, right? Straight back to the temple. Hey there. Father Catullus? Sister! I am in awe. Are you, Father Catullus? Oh yes, I am absolutely astonished you dare show your face. After what after what Plint did. Were you not satisfied with his skills, Master? Father, even? Oh, don't play coy with me. I know you were in on this. Sacrilegious texts. The disrespectful behaviour. And suspicious questions. Justice shall be served. I've already spoken to your Mother Superior. He has not. I have promised to issue a severe punishment for your ungodly ways. Not planning to, nah. As for the farmer, I've inquired with Regina and she promised to have him executed. I seriously doubt that happened either. Yep. Now, sister, leave this place for your many sins. You have many sins to repent for. Go! But I do not wish you doing that here. I'll be on my way then. Pleasure meeting you, Master. Father! I called you Master at the beginning by mistake. He's all bark and no teeth, isn't he? Good job. Well observed. What if you and the good father have more in common than one would think? Me and Catullus? In common? Symptoms of lost faith, Acolyte. They vary greatly. Often people find themselves desperately clinging to what remains of their god. Authority, customs, sacred symbols. So do you think Catullus knows Mother Tiabata? She's gone quiet. Exit, exit, exit the place. And go to the forge. Well, actually, let's have a look at this. It's made of madman's gold. If not kept under specific conditions, it will evaporate within a day. To the forge. Hey there. I'm going to put a thing in here, and you're going to enjoy it. Thing has been replicated. It worked. Receptacle. Done. Are you watching Mother Tiabata? I think I've got the murder weapon, or a version of the murder weapon. What was that? Mother Tiabata? Uh-oh. Oh yes, the murder weapon. Good. Are you ready to reconstruct the crime then? Yes. Did I just hear something break? are you doing, Mother Superior? Oh, nothing, just... Never mind. Proceed with your task, Acolyte. Yeah, I'm coming up there. Oh, she's breaking all the plates. Don't need to copy anything. No, but I would like to have... It's made of madman's gold. Will evaporate within a day. I... What good is a replication device if it doesn't retain the original? Did it break down the knife in order to make the golden knife? Because that is... I mean, it's good for this murder, but it's crap for everything else. Smashy, smashy, smash! Another Tiabata. What happened here? Ah, those the plates? I mean, Mother Superior, what is this? What have you done? An experiment. I just needed to confirm. An experiment? I regret saying this, but... Have you gone mad? That's a statue, and now... I thought we settled the statue question. We settled it? You just ordered me. You made it abundantly clear I had no choice, remember? That's the nature of our arrangement, Acolyte. When you made your choice when you entered the order. I suppose I thought Mun was a god. I think that is how this person is. Did I? Really? A choice? I thought I was going to serve the Creator. The bringer of light. The great Mun. Meanwhile, there's... Oh, this. Then everybody made me believe things. You make me do what I'm told. So no, I don't think so. I don't think there was much of a choice at all. Not mine, anyway. Well, Acolyte. Yes. That's what? Yes, I suppose you are right. Oh. And? And what? There's a butt coming. Well, you know, one of those little tricks. Yeah, you're right. Ends up meaning you're stupid. On the contrary, what you say is true, plain, and simple. You, just like many before you, have been methodically fed a lie. It is my duty to take part in the feeding. Right. So then, I'm listening. I'm not used to being right. One of your rare virtues. That's it then? We keep pretending? I once stood where you stood, Ava. I mean, not in a murder victim place. Things may have been a little easier for me, I'll admit. I was never much of a believer to begin with, so by the time they finally told me, I already formed a solid theory of Mun's true nature. Of course. Still though, to have it confirmed, the old-faced admission of the whole charade. As I say, I'm not entirely unsympathetic. Why go along with it then? Two reasons. One, simple. One slightly less so. The simple reason is probably we need it in order. We can't just overthrow a nation. Yes? So what's the simple reason? I certainly don't have the power to do much else. Okay, that works as well. This individual are granted a great deal of privilege. But when it comes to the oath of secrecy, the Mun dynasty has always been swift and merciless. There is no Mun dynasty anymore. Anyway, and the not so simple reason? Just be a vigilant sister a little longer and observe yourself, Acolyte. I've known for more than a decade. I've known you as exceptionally mild-mannered and obedient. Here you are, your arms folded, righteous fury personified. So? I mean, it was about time. It was. Once again, we agree. If toppling the Mun myth does this to you, what do you expect from others? The nation numbers in millions. All manner of people. Much of that manner far from mild. The inconvenient truth is, under Mun we have enjoyed centuries of relative peace. Now I may Sometimes break the small things. Plates, statues. Nations? Beliefs? Try that and you may come to discover that the one thing worse than Mun is a Mun-shaped hole. I still don't understand. How can you do what you did knowing everything about Mun is fake? How can I do what I do not knowing that? This moment, Ava, when we find out. Not everyone handles it well, but ones of us who do, it makes us vigilant. I mean, sure and follow. Did you ever really think Mun used to be the sun? And then just what, exhaled light and somehow became planets and people and whatnot? Oh, that somehow became, not he somehow became. And after he did that, his all-powerful, omnipresent, endlessly wise being decided the best thing to do next was take over one nation on one planet and issue petty decrees once in a while? I don't know what I thought. They were just details. Exactly. It's all in the details. Truth was staring you in the face the whole time. You just chose to not connect the dots. It's a mistake we all make once, and never want to make again. So we listen. We observe. We ask questions. Every now and then we end up solving problems. I mean, that is a huge thing to lay on somebody, the fact that there's nothing. Nobody out there. Your whole belief system is a lie. And yeah, people do react badly when they are challenged by that. If only we could take it away from the beginning, not indoctrinate people as kids. So the best thing we can say is, I'll think about it. I'll think about it, which is all you can do. Good. Now, shall we address the corpse in the room for a change? I mean, I could kill you, and then you would be. After all, there's a murderer on the loose. I mean, they're all murderers, I think. While I was engaging in a bit of sacrilegious vandalism, maybe you have been hatching a theory of your own. Oh yes, I think I have an idea. Maybe I know how the stabbing could have been done. Fantastic. Shall eagerly await a demonstration. What are you waiting for? Get to it, Acolyte. Right, I mean... So... maybe the judge saw what was going to happen, came in, saw the 3, saw the 1, knew that his vote would have absolutely no impact on what happened, but decided to take the burden upon themselves anyway, and did the deed, and has now killed themselves because they could not live with the enormity of it. Now the knife is ready to be glued to something. Well, you know what? No, I was going to glue it to her. Alright, fine. Alright, we'll glue it to the... Oh. I forgot I need to look at it first. Alright, and now we'll glue the knife to the metal bar by his light. That's it. Now when the lid is about to close... Knife! This happens. Can't wait to show this to Mother Tiabata. I mean, it doesn't work. Let's add a little more realism to our reconstruction. Look around the room and put something in the suit. A vase. Simulate a body. Maybe a plant. I don't know. A fruit. I mean, I've got a fruit. Can I put a fruit in the suit? Then I guess the vase. That is tall enough, right? I don't want to carry it around. A plant? Not a gardener. A bigger plant? The crappy statue. If I wanted to take something from the Emperor's Chamber, that would be a poor choice. Well, the body. I'm supposed to examine... Don't need to do anything with it, just examine it. Apparently it would contaminate the crime scene. I mean... Let me look at this again. Material comes select something. The rod turns and it lifts in 2 little holes and holds the suit closed. Alright, yeah. There we go. The gluey fruit in the suit? Can now shoot on the metal bar. Not me, because then I will get stabbed. Not you, because then you will get stabbed. Oh, a pillow. Yes, those could work. There we go. Yeah, of course. I mean, I was hoping for like a demonstration with stuff oozing out. So I glued the knife to the layer, and not, just a hole in a pillow. And I think it's going to work. I see. Oh, ready when you are, Acolyte. Right. Here goes. I think it worked. Let's open the suit and confirm. I mean, you should. Moment of truth, then. Yay! We solved the murder of a god. Huzzahs for us. Yeah. And that's how you pierce an impenetrable suit. I'm putting the blade inside to begin with. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't work, but okay. I have to say that's rather. I have to say it's crap, isn't it? But why didn't we find the murder weapon in the suit? Then you may wonder. I was wondering just that. Tell me, Acolyte. Gladly. See, there's this material known as as madman's gold. And if your sister learned in the sciences like me, you surely know that such material evaporates without a trace. Genius! I know! See? Isn't this fun, Ava? Congratulations to your first successful crime reconstruction. You would make a decent murderer. Thank you, I suppose. Anyway, the time has come. It was clear now why it was crucial to reconstruct the crime. To have fun. To determine who the killer is. For the last days you have walked in the murderer's footsteps, Ava. You have done what they have done. The obstacles you had to overcome, they had to grapple with those too. There is nobody more qualified than you to answer the question. Who did it? I have to think about it, Mother Superior. Oh, please, Acolyte, let us not stall any longer. This poor man lying on the floor, who is responsible for his fate? Who is the killer? I mean, here we go! Who could have done it? I mean, the scholar is the only one who knew how to get to the secret place. Rodina was the one who had the knife. Kalis was the one who had access to the materials. Tillus was the one who had access to the replicating machine. And Rotulus is the only one who can use that. And then there's Maris, the mysterious judge, who we haven't seen. But I'm going to say Rotulus the general. I mean, I'm assuming whoever I choose here, it doesn't matter. Because I think it was all of them working together. But I'm going to say Rotulus the general, because he is the only one who could operate the machine. Tillus. General Rotulus, definitely. Is that approving him? Your evidence, Acolyte. That's all, the replication machine, exactly. If I could obtain Rodina's knife and some fruit glue and the madman's gold, then so could the killer. Anyone could have done those things, but it's not as easy. But not that it was easy, but it could be done. That was definitely approving. Continue, please. Well, so everything was doable by anyone, except for the machine. But access to the general's machine only thanks to the amulet of Vigil. Which means that only the general or a sister of Vigil could have made the golden knife. Unless you killed the Emperor, Mother Tiabata. It must have been the general. Excellent, Ava. That's not all, really? Oh, the killer said that Rotulus had recently... Oh, yes, that is true. Some workers to the temple. To alter one of the carvings. Perfect opportunity to steal the rod. True. Just like I did, with using Master Plint's renovation as a diversion. Even the tools I used to steal the madman's gold, they belong to the general. Not that that proves anything by itself, but it adds to the full picture, no? I have to say I am... what is the word? Impressed? Feels so strange on my lips. Wait, so that's it? General Rutilus is our killer? I say, I am strongly convinced he is. Really? Oh. So, mystery solved. Easy part of it, sure. But then... wait, what? The easy part? Yeah, what do you do now? How do you prosecute him? Well, finding the killer was never what concerned me most. What could be more important than that? Oh, hey, but how do you punish the man? You mean you still don't see it? See what? You lament a statue. You agonize over some broken pottery. Yet you still don't see the cracks in, well, everything else? What cracks? Whatever do you mean, Mother? Everything. Just follow the thread from the start. The suit. The body. The missing plate. The lamps. The decrees. The last writing of Hippocles. The scales. And at the center of it all... 1? No, 5 shards. 4 accounted for. 3 on one side. 1 on the other. Yes? I really? Yes? I really have no idea what you're talking about, Mother Tiabata. I mean, I got it. I think. Hopefully. Well, I'm sure General Rutilus will be kind enough to enlighten us both. Hey, fetch him, will you? Tell him I'm interested in making some serious investments. Are you sure, Mother Superior? Dealing with a killer here. Shouldn't we summon the guards? No. Oh no, anything but that. What our General has to say is for our ears only. Don't worry, Ava, the man is not a buffoon. You just need to apply the right kind of pressure in the right places. I tend to be rather good at applying pressure. Can't argue with that. Very well then, Mother Tiabata. Mother Tiabata. I shall summon the General. I mean, obviously, how do you punish the person for killing their god when you can't admit their god is a man in a suit? Or a person in a suit? You can't, you'd have to kill him quickly, quietly, and ooh, empty space. One of the decorated plates seems to be missing. Well, what about up here? There's an empty space up here now, but only I can look at this empty space. Anyway, right. So now I do that. I get the guy, bring him up here. Maybe the General was against war rather than for it, and the only way you could see out of it was to kill Mun. Nobody else knew the true horrors of what was to come, so he had to kill the person in order to save the nation. I don't know. We'll find out what his reasoning was. Into the forge. Hello, Rutilus. Ah, you're already dead. Oh no, General Rutilus. Master Tiabata, do you see that? Is he? Only one way to find out, acolytes. Go up and prod a corpse with a corpse working stick. By Mun, he's dead. Curses, should have anticipated this. But I thought he was the killer. There's more than one. Search the body, Ava. Last up, we need to connect. It's here, I'm sure of it. Yeah, it's the shard. Thank you, right there. What is that in his pocket? I think you already know, acolyte. Take it out and get a better look. Nope, let's look at the rest of his face. He was heavily beaten before he died. Hard to say what finally ended his life. Concussion would be a reasonable guess. Anyway, strange object. Is that? It sure is. The 5th shard. The last shard. Last shard. So now we know everything. What do you mean, everything? I thought the General killed the Emperor, and now somebody killed him. Yeah, secret passage in the plate, and... Isn't it No, it's not obvious. It's not obvious at all. Yes, it is, but hey. Just tell me what's going on. Very well, then. find the 3 remaining leaders and ask them to gather at the library. Tell them that I sent you and that it is urgent. You sure? Last time you sent me to fetch someone, I found a dead body. Assure you there were no more dead bodies. There will be no more dead bodies. We'll be with you shortly and explain everything. There might be one more dead body. Before that, I have one brief errand to run. What errand? What could be more pressing than this? Speaking to the judge. Where are you going, Mother Tiabata? The farms, yes. Time I finally paid a visit to the farms. Do you want Plint? Is Plint the judge? No, I don't know. Well, anyway, here we are at the big reveal scene. Vigilant Mother Superior, we have been eagerly awaiting an explanation, an apology even. As the acolyte confessed to you about... Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Father Catalus. The desecration of... And yours, Lady Radina. And pleasure to meet you again, Master Xavier. I've gathered you all here to discuss an extremely pressing matter. I'm certain your time is as precious as mine. So let's get straight to the point, shall we? Mon is dead. Yes, let's. What is this about? And where is Rotulus? Interesting, you shouldn't also inquire about Judge Marius, Lady Radina. As I said, let us not waste time. Earlier today, he and Sister Ava were summoned by his holy light. And upon entering a sacred chamber, we made a rather startling discovery. A discovery? Please do share, Vigilant Mother. Ava? You've been itching to speak out the whole time. Well, this is your moment. Tell them what we discovered, will you? Eyes of... What do you mean, Mother Tiabata? Just tell them. Mon is not dead, it's a man, he's dead, murdered! Mon is not... He is not... Oh, spit it out already, Acolyte. I'm waiting for you to stop me. Such bright, wide eyes, like you always do. You're past that now. Really? Go on, don't be afraid. Mon is not... He isn't... Mon isn't a god! He's not omnipotent. He's not all-knowing. And he definitely isn't immortal. He's just a man in a mechanical suit. It's Iron Man. It's always been a man in a mechanical suit. And he's been murdered. He's dead. Mon is fake and also dead. And fake. And dead. Cathartic. Terrifying. Oh, why is nobody else having a heart attack right now? They all knew. Did you hear? Mon is... They know Ava. We've known for quite some time. All of them? All of them. Am I the only one who is in this nation who... Now, let's not get distracted. I don't know what the two of you are speaking of. But I have to say, I am deeply appalled by... Oh, yes, appalled. This is, blast. Now they are catching on. Blah. Listen, you lot. This is how things will go. I know that you know, and you know that I know that you know. You get the gist. It's knowing all the way down. Blah. And yet, you are wondering who else might be listening. Is this a test? What will she report to the Order? How will this gathering go down in history? Or what do I want to be quoted saying? I understand. I have a complicated case to unravel. I prefer to do that without constant exclamations of blasphemy and sacrilege and whatnot. I'm looking at you, Father Catalus. Blah! So now's your time. We will make your devotion to unknown. You'll express your shock and disgust and purge it, as they say, out of your system. And then you will let me speak, uninterrupted. Blasphemy, heresy. Yes, Father Catalus, preach the truth. This is heinous. My most sinful words of my ears have had to endure. Sacrilege. Let it be heard, and I refuse to take any part in this. Lady Radina? I'm good. Marvellous. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, the Emperor's Chamber. On our entrance, we are met with a mechanical suit. Within the suit, a dead body. At this point, I have to say, even I am taken aback. It's an extremely concerning situation. I know I have to delegate. Poor Sister Ava has just had a crisis of faith land on her plate. Decided to give her the easier task of reconstructing the murder and revealing the identity of the killer. Thank you. I, meanwhile, concerned myself with another identity. The identity of the victim. I assume you recognize this man? Oh no. Marius! Rodina, don't... Oh, give it up already, Xavier. She knows. I wasn't expecting that to be him. Okay, that's right. Do you then, Lady Rodina, identify this name? Identify this name, Judge Radius? Ah, what? Yes, I do. Damn, here is the late judge. So, this isn't Mum? And you knew the whole time? From the moment I first saw the body, yes. Of course you knew what the Emperor looked like. I'd never seen the Emperor in my life. So you recognize the judge? No, I didn't know what the judge looked like either. When I arrived, I thought it was Master Xavier, remember? But then, how... Come on, Ava, examine the body, did you not? I didn't notice anything. It wasn't plugged in or anything. But you did notice? In fact, you noticed... I noticed you noticing an inappropriate detail. Oh, muscles! I clearly tell you the Emperors are entirely reliant on the suit. That I did not pick up on. Yep. Most of them can barely walk. True. Granted, there are monks who manage to stay somewhat physically active. But nobody can maintain this kind of physique if they spend most of their days in a metallic coffin. Now put yourself in my shoes. I'm summoned to meet the Emperor, and lo and behold, there is a different man in the suit. My mind starts racing. What is happening here? Has man's secret been revealed? At least two people must know of the suit, the victim and the killer. If two people know, how many others? Still maintain, I don't know. I said no interruptions, Master Xavier. Anyway, very much in the dark at this point, grasping at straws. And Ava made a discovery. A secret passage opened by 4 levers. 4. Wait, what does the number of levers have to do with anything? You can't be serious now, act like. Why do you think there were 4 levers? I thought it was, you know, just a puzzle. Well, no, there are 4 people, but I figured there was 5 anyway. What is it with you and puzzles? The passage was obviously meant to be opened by 4 people. And within the passage, a plate split into 5 perfectly even pieces. Most of it clicked for me at that point. 5 leaders, 5 shards. Yeah, got that. 4 levers to open the passage. 4 shards on a scale. 3 on one side, 1 on the other. Wait. I understand all those numbers. They're important to you, Mother, but... You skipped the biggest question of them of all. Which is... If the dead man was Judge Marius, then where is the God Emperor? I don't want it to be Plint, but maybe it is. There is no God Emperor, Ava. I know he's not a god, but... I misunderstood. There is no God Emperor at all. God or man. Oh, you guys have been ruling. Hasn't been one for a while now. What? Let me explain. When I saw the split plate, looked at the pottery in the Emperor's chamber... Excuse me. Narrative entered my mind, a strange yet surprisingly plausible tale. Alright, well, I didn't know all of it then. Tale which I have since been able to confirm. I'll relate to you now, and hopefully things will finally become clear. At some rather distant point in the past, the latest man reads the lost writings of Hephaestus. And this latest one, here's an odd one. What his predecessors consider the threat he sees as a... inspiration, hope, potential for change. Oh man, he's been watching the cracks in the system with concern. So he decides if the plate is to be broken, better do it cleanly. After some time, the 5 leaders of the city are summoned to the Emperor's chamber. Indeed, they find an empty suit. Inside they find. Set of instructions heavily inspired by Prima Nera. And a ceramic plate split into 5 even pieces. Now I'm there to take turns in the suit, ensuring a balance of interests. Oh, okay, I see. The further assurance, should the current ruler be deemed unfit, the others can vote him out of... well, out of suit. Okay, makes sense. So the shards, yes Ava, the shards are votes. Yeah, that much I got at least. Should be it's a very ancient custom. You should have taken some time to read Hepatides. This time people were sometimes given the opportunity to make choices. In the desert, parchment was scarce. In fact, everything was scarce. Almost everything was scarce. One thing everyone had too much of was broken pottery. So they used it to make the voices heard. They used it to vote. As happily as devotee, the Emperor certainly couldn't resist the symbolism. So that's why you were obsessing over the numbers. I knew that 4 people voted and 1 was excluded. The one who was in the suit. So I assume a decision was probably made about the 5th person. I mean, it could have been that the 5th hadn't decided yet. But who was the odd one out? What exactly was this whole kerfuffle about? Ah. Sure you see now the rest of the story. I got it a bit wrong, so hey. For a time, balance is struck. We help the farmers a little one year. Support the church the next. Then for a while we prop up the intellectual elite. And then Octilus takes charge. And the creeds don't stop coming. And suddenly war is imminent. That's when Octilus was the only one who was generally fond of Mun. Because when he spoke of Mun's latest decisions, he was really talking about himself. So the time comes. To finally use the shards. Before remaining leaders vote. Okay. The general's informed that he is replaced by the judge. But here's the problem. Moonshaped hold is still very much there. It sucks people like Octilus in with irresistible force. The general is not going to go peacefully. Now you have to understand General Octilus. He was a man of a very narrow form of intelligence. A man surprisingly clever in mechanical matters, yet unaware of the fact that you don't explain a sly weak. When such a man thinks of murder, he thinks in terms of its technical execution. He believes he's being devious when he uses Redeemer's knife. And he's a straight-up genius when he devises a disappearing murder weapon. I mean, it's not bad. And he doesn't see that the remaining leaders will obviously know he did it. I mean, yeah, that is clear as well. Because who else, really? Doesn't realise if you want a formal trial, you shouldn't kill the judge. So on the last day as Mun, the general sets his little trap. And his successor, the judge, is murdered the moment he replaces him in the suit. The remaining leaders are confused at first. The matter not made easier by our sudden presence. They, you, masters and lady, you soon catch on what had occurred. You corner Octilus, apply the right pressure and heat in the right places. You get a confession. As far as you're concerned, justice is served. Isn't it beautiful, Ava? Respectful silence. And they say people don't learn. Well, Vigilant Mother Superior. I believe I speak for everyone. Everyone. When I say this is the most ridiculous pile of hogwash I've ever heard. I say, I've read of this condition, a very peculiar type of paranoia. The forces want to perceive patterns everywhere, and so become obsessive. Counting lamps, pottery pieces, who knows what else? The worst kind of delusions can stem from this type of mental malaise. Must admire your persistence, Master Xavian. I've always been one to respect the demand for direct evidence. Therefore, please allow me to call upon my key witness. Here is Plint. Oh, Mon! Plint has become a fool's murderers. Hear the word of Mon. I have entrusted you with a nation to rule. Yet within 4 orbits of the sun, you succumb to petty violence. For your sins, you shall be judged. Haha, still got it. Masters and ladies, let me introduce you to he who illuminates the darkness of souls. The original creator and final destroyer. Son of the sun, the master of time. His holy light, God Emperor Mun. Howdy. I knew it. I'm officially dead inside now. Nothing can surprise me anymore. I bow before thee, oh... Shut it, Xavian. You people. You've made a fine mess of things, haven't you? I hand you a nation on a plate. It takes you less than 5 years to start going at each other's throats? Pardon me, your holy light, but what did you expect? The whole life they've been conditioned to believe. Right, I know, a me-shaped hole and all that. Yeah, we'll sort things out now, don't you worry. First, I gotta ask, Miss Tiabata. What gave me away? Oh, please, final destroyer. The Hippocles text, the pottery. Once I knew I was looking who I was looking for, it was just obvious. Obvious, eh? She says that a lot. What? I think they're awaiting your judgment, light to illuminate, etc., etc. Oh, right. Well, let's get on with it then. The shards. I find them behind the engraving of me over there, right? Yes, so holiest of holy, just as you. Fine, fine. Then open the passageway. Emperor's orders. Chop, chop. Deepest apologies, you who trample upon the... What is it now? I'm afraid we are one short. Ava, will you do the honours? Because I don't want to use my hands at all. I may have an idea, but now is not the right moment. Not yet. Am I going to smash somebody with the vase? Alright. I don't have an idea about that vase, but okay. Are you going to trap him inside? Now, excuse me for a moment, because that would be horrible. And nobody touches my suit. Oof. That was a lot to take in. Still puzzled, Acolyte? Some lingering questions? Well... I guess you broke the plates to try and work out whether they could be separated into 5 pieces by mistake, or whether they're always separated into 5 pieces? Still don't understand. Why did you have to break the other plates? Oh, that was interesting. See, in Mun's chamber I was struck by the, shall we say, uneven quality of the ceramics. Some redefined, some mediocre, others straight out childish. Who would keep such a collection? Oh, somebody who had made them. Only 2 types of people maintain this kind of decor: parents with creative children, and the people who made it themselves, and self-taught hobbyists. Yeah, there we go. Really? Just because of some bad pottery pieces? If I said this, you would scold me for fantasizing. Ha! Maybe I would. I'll be the first to admit it was a shot in the dark, but it was enough of a hunch to keep me going. See, at points I was tempted to give in and contacted the Order. I thought that Mun may have been removed by force. But then I saw the plate. I was reassured. Reassured of what? Do you even know how much skill it takes to split a ceramic plate into 5 perfectly even pieces? Is it so even that they balance each other out on a scale? I tried it. I had 5 attempts and I didn't even get close. That was my little experiment. Cool. Once I knew a skilled craftsman must have made the votes, and the Emperor was likely a skilled craftsman, it was enough to convince me that Mun had stepped down voluntarily. Let's see. Did Renina know who Plint was? I assume not. Lady Redina? You knew, didn't you, about Master Plint? I never really knew, but I'm not stupid. The Emperor disappears. About a week later, this odd, skinny, impossibly educated man shows up out of nowhere, claiming to be, how did he put it, just one of the fine common folk of this here nation. I am a common person, don't you know? So that's why you protected him. Man, wouldn't have survived a day without me. Had some skill, but he was still very weak. The other farmers would have made short work of him. Thank you, Lady Redeemer. Alright. How did you know Plint was the Emperor? Was it just because he knew about the Hepatocles scrolls and nobody else could have read them? You didn't really explain how you knew Master Plint was the Emperor. But this one was really easy. It was pottery connection, which I already explained. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But so much more importantly, how would a simple farmer know of the writings of Hepatocles? Farmers tend to be illiterate. Knew as much from the Emperor's decrees. Yep. But even if a farmer somehow taught himself to read, how could he ever have read such a secret scroll? That reside in the Emperor's vault, one that even the Imperial scholars can't access? I mean, I didn't know that it was the only copy. This one really was obvious. I mean, no. If you had known at the time that Mum was still alive, you would have seen it too. Oh, thank you. Now, listen up. Emperor's decree. In the event that the 5 leaders of the city fail to fulfill their duties of governance, say, just as an example, by starting an uncontrollable murder each other left and right, or uncontrollably murder, the future of the nation shall be decided by vote. One side of the scales, the God Emperor is returned to his position. Nation united under a single divine ruler. On the other side, the Council of Leaders remains. The sins are forgiven. Replacements are found for whoever may or may not have recently been murdered. And the rule of the 5 is restored. There shall be 3 deciding roads. Those will be placed. I, by my holy light, me who, Illuminati, etc., etc. Oh, sorry, 1, me. 2, Vigilant Mother. 3, Vigilant Sister in Training, Ava. Effective immediately. End of decree. Questions? Good votes? No questions. Good. Now I've got a little ahead of things. I've already placed my own vote. Miss Tabitha, ready to do your part? Oh, Tiabata, sorry, not Tabitha. We are vigilant sisters, your holy light. We don't make political decisions. You solve problems. My problem is, I don't trust these 3. But I don't trust myself that much either. 2 of you, on the other hand, strike me as the trustworthy kind. I'm going to save scum, so, you know, you shouldn't trust me. Very well then. The shards are prepared? They are. So, your mum? Right so, miss. I prayed to you, you know. Real sorry about that, miss. It is done. That was fast. No, don't let me in, but... Why me? Who am I to? Who's anyone? Your turn, Miss Ava. Do I have control? I do. Alright, well, first of all, I'm going to save. Oh, boy, do I hate you, Miss Tiabata. Because... you have balanced the scales. You have absolutely balanced the scales, haven't you? So I am the deciding point at this point. Alright. Hey, I want to smash... Not with my bare hands. Well, I've got a chisel and a hammer. Smashy, smashy! Wait. You're still doing it, aren't you? still the same thing. Nothing, miss. Do you prefer to do your chores now or after dinner? You want to recite your prayers quietly or aloud? 1 enlightened tyrant or 5 unrelenting semi-tyrants. Yep, that's cool. These are not real choices. I propose to believe I'm choosing. So that I do what you want. What are you doing, Acolyte? An experiment. Hey, I like that vase. Care to explain, Acolyte? Well, in time of Heracles, everyone got broken. When you said people made choices, I think you meant more than 5 people. Many, many more. Collective choice made by thousands, perhaps millions. Right. And so I figured we could use more shards. Not 1 enlightened tyrant, not 5 unenlightened semi-tyrants. Said many very unenlightened micro-tyrants. That's not how I would put it, but I like it. I understand what this means, Your Holy Light. The abundance of choice. It has a price. No more neatly divided shards. No carefully crafted balance. No control. I see. It will be a mess, won't it? Broken pottery all over the place. Must be careful where you step. Oh well, I did it before, man. We'll figure it out too. Thanks for the suggestion, Miss Ava. Now I think I've got some degrees for it. And you? We'll be on our way, Your Holy Light. We've solved our share of problems. The rest is up to you. And there we go, flying off into the sunset. The myth of Mun is shattered, chaos erupts, symbols are desecrated, statues toppled. From the broken pieces, a new system is forged. For the first time in millennia, the people of the nation are given choice. On very rare occasions, they would use it wisely. There we go. The game feels like it hangs around a bit too long to explain things. The ending bit with the big long denouement scene at the end. Certainly, that could have been cut down slightly, but I mean, give it its due. That is the thing that they need to do at the end of a murder mystery. You've got to do the scene at the end with this is how it was all done and revealed. Well, let's restart and hope that did not. There we go. Load our score, and let's go see. Can we make a decision? And I mean, I don't think it will make that much of a difference. But here we are at the scales. I knew it. See, it's even. Yeah. But there's no shard left. You still have 1 on you, Acolyte. Ooh, the murdered persons. Alright, of course. I mean, I want to use the bloody one. Yep. Who knew? Turns out I'm not entirely bereft of the sense of poetic symbolism. So, which one is yours? The one that balanced the scales. Yeah, absolutely. We knew that was coming. Did this on purpose, didn't you? You wanted it to be up to me. Your choice? Personal one. For myself. Not for the whole nation. Throw them in at the deep end. Alright. I mean, Emperor rules, leaders rule. Of the two, I gotta say the balance, the leaders rule. So, leaders rule! I don't want the one despotic emperor to do the thing. I mean, they're not a despot now, but who knows which way they would have turned the leader on its own. Alright, give me the thing. What words have we got this time? The secret council of five is restored. The nation enters a long period of palace intrigue and backstabbing. The stabbing would sometimes be literal. When the secret of Mun's suit is finally revealed to the public, it comes as a surprise to no one. As it turns out, 5 people know, everybody knows. It is kept for ceremonial purposes. I see it as rather silly. Alright, well, there are words. Time to do the other one and see what it says, because I mean, let's find out. On we go. Oh, I'm gonna discover I have a bloody shard in a minute. I'm not going to move the other one's votes. Could have done. I'm going to move the other way. Emperor rules. Have I made the right choice? No. I mean, democracy is the worst system of government we've got. But it's the best system of... I forget what the quote is. Is it the worst system of government we got, but it's the only one that's working right now, or something? I forget. Or, yeah, it's the worst system of government we got, apart from all the other ones, or something. Yeah. But hey, God Emperor Mun remains in power. He is a benevolent god, and for a time the people of the nation enjoy an unusual amount of freedom. Oh. There we go. Yet the god's attitude soon changes, and he returns to his despotic ways. More such changes will follow, suspiciously coinciding with passing generations. People who point out this tend to mysteriously disappear. I mean, yeah, as I said, I knew that was the way it was going to turn out, but hey. Democracy is the worst form of government, except for all the other forms. Exactly. Let's have a look at the credits to see. I don't think we're Vieira, Paco Dia, Maxim Grash, and that's all of them. All of the people. Well now, he said, fading over to the demo screen, even though it wasn't a demo. There we go. A very short, intriguing game. Questions on the nature of religion and how people cope with it when it is removed from them, their safety net, and on democracy and the nature of governance as well. I wasn't entirely expecting that when I booted this up today, but there we go. Wasn't that a fun, short little ride? Tries to remember, I got it on itch.io if you want to get it yourself, he said, booting up his browser and quickly having a look. I believe it was pay what you want. If only I could see all of the things. No, but I can't see it and it's not added to my library. Oh well. Yes, it was itch.io. There it is. Shards of God. Shards of God. Sorry. Not a god. Yep. You know what? I'm even going to put a link in chat. Woo! Hey, everybody. Look at that. If you ever want to see it. There it is. There in chat. And you can see it. Oh, actually. There it is. You can see it on screen for the YouTube people who can't click that link. So there it is. You can find it. Or you can just go to itch.io and search for Shards of God. But yeah, there we go. If you thought that was good and you want to support the creator, go there, do that. Let me say thank you for having been here. I am no god and have no shards to divvy up and show people, but, you know, I am glad that you are here. I appreciate you just as much as Mun appreciated everybody voting in that system at the end there. Whether you were here live and in person or later on the VOD, the fact that you were here and watched some of this with me, and I didn't play it too badly today, means you're amazing. And I appreciate you for that. I will be back tomorrow. What will we be playing tomorrow? Who knows? Maybe we'll go back to one of the games of which I have half left undone. like Returnal, for instance, because I want to do one last stream of that and try one last crack at the god. But that was many months ago now, and I'll have to get in my reflexes again. And I injured my hand while I was away on the holiday, as I mentioned, and I think it's better now. I still don't think I've got the same grip strength as I had before, but hey, there we go. I don't think that will matter for using the controller. Still, I'm going to blame my loss on that if that's what happens. There will be a stream of Steam Still Murder this evening. However, I will not be attending that. Didn't find out about it in time. I've made other plans, unfortunately. So there we go. But go watch them if you enjoy watching people do RPGs and BX Dungeons and Dragons, which will be what is tonight's one. And then on Saturday evening there will be a Cyberpunk Red game, which I will be part of on the Steam Still Murder channel. But before that, come back here to see what I'm doing then. But until then, until the next time, I here have been Richard, and this whole thing around us has been LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels, and you have fun and stay weird.